trying to order that fast food, yeah. Cat wants barbecue, that's cool, yeah. Grocery shopping, then cat food, yeah. More water bottles for Jasper, yeah.
Don't make me get it.
Gotta send a real quick tweet, ooh, yeah. Gotta make sure my horse eat, ooh, yeah. No fish, no red meat, ooh, yeah. Need a nice meal once a week, ooh, yeah. I need a cat or a panda lead. Someone to take me out to Burger King.
Burger.
Never mind, do ask the king. And need it all with a stupid face. DoorDash says it's on the way, even though they always running late. Okay, let's take a taste. And need it all on some paper plates. Look at my toes. I'm a motherfucking cowboy. Look at my toes. Yeah. I'm a motherfucking cowboy. Every day people trying to troll me, yeah. Cat gets a little more swollen, yeah. Skin gets a little more gross, oh yeah. Gout crystals so frozen, yeah. Should I go and get some Total Wine? Doc says a little bit's alright. Probably why my nasal drips on fire. Ooh, got a tip, supersize my fries. I need a cat or a panda lead. Someone to take me out to Burger King.
Burger.
Never mind, do ask the king. And need it all with a stupid face. DoorDash says it's on the way, even though they always running late. Okay, let's take a taste. And eat it all on some paper plates. Look at my toes. I'm a motherfucking cowboy. Look at my toes. Yeah. I'm a motherfucking cowboy. Look at my toes. I'm a motherfucking cowboy. Look at my toes. Yeah. I'm a motherfucking cowboy.
The scientists determine violently divided. Is it pronounced guidance or is it pronounced guidance? Physically fighting from the larger tongue collider. When suddenly a sound comes rumbling from inside. The boss of science opens up the lid. And from within the metal thing comes out with arms and legs and shit. It pokes a trumpet from its head, opens up its mouth and says, "Five, 10,000. Devil here for time and space. Fix the shit that needs sorting. 10,000. Scientists put down their fists and all take up the jazz on. Two wicked criminals doing the unthinkable, robbing a civilian, the pinnacle, pitiful. He's acting tough, but they call his bluff, saying, "Give us your stuff or we'll kill you and stuff." And suddenly a sound comes from behind, a funky riff keeping perfect time. Fun fight, 10,000. The thugs became the Susies and both gave the man a nice facial. Fun fight, so arousing. Just plug him in and you'll see all his sexy first gyrations. When life gets tough and causes you to fret, if you're feeling overwhelmed by insurmountable consumer debt, don't fret on taxes, no stress with rent bills. Funkbot's got saxes in place of his genitals. Funkbot, 10,000.
Thank you, Funkbot. That cake was nice, but do you have any actual financial advice?
Funkbot,
Funkbot?
Funk. Funky. Funk.
the man lies down on the floor. His broken ribs many more. Funkbot to the rescue, damn, that's one hell of a funky time.
Funk.
Funkbot,
need any kind of medical equipment. Don't pull out a marimba. I don't need a marimba in here. I don't need any kind of other instrument. No. Oh, God. This is not how I was expecting to go out. With a creepy-ass robot just dancing next to my corpse. Can you just at least look me in the eye when I'm dying? Oh, jeez Louise. Who even made you? Are you like part of a race of other funk robots? And you just stand here. My spleen. You just stand here while people are dying from spleen and rib injuries. That's not okay.
So for once I go and I make a playlist and I'm ready for Phil. I have been picking out what I want to talk about, and then he proves his intelligence to all of us by ordering the Twitch 2 and fucks it up in ways none of us could have seen coming. And hello everyone and welcome. I am so sorry for the cancellations. I am so sorry for the delays. Things have been busy and a bit rough, but it is how it is. We're here now and let's focus on that. And I want to start with the newest, which is not how I was planning to do it. Like, I literally made a playlist of shit that I was going to talk about, like Smark dies dying and the new documentary about Phil. And then he does this. For fuck's sake,
But
Phil.
you understand something. This literally is a situation where I'm in dire financial straits. If this stands where I'm going to be making half as less money on YouTube as I ever did before,
fuck's sake,
starting
Phil.
now, I'm going to lose my house. I'm going to have all my shit reclaimed. You know, credit card bills are going to go default. I'm probably going to have to declare bankruptcy.
Yeah,
I'm going to lose
Phil.
everything.
You couldn't even do bankruptcy papers correctly with a lawyer looking over your shoulder.
Okay, guys, here we go. Pre-order Madness starts right now for the Switch 2. Let's do this right now. Let's keep refreshing till, basically, this thing
He
works.
did this
We have
on stream?
Less than 3 minutes.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Just
He
keep
decided
going.
to sit and
Nope,
refresh
can't add card.
a
Nope, can't add
fucking
card.
page
For the record, I
on
can't show
live
you this
stream.
because it's probably going to show me, it's going to show my billing information and everything, and I can't show you that.
for
All right, I
fuck's
can't show
sake,
you my
Phil.
payment information.
Down, I'm trying to protect my family. I hope you understand.
I have to make
What
one
the
smart
fuck is this
decision,
about?
will you?
You're in line. Hold my spot and keep shopping. I'm in line at Walmart.
Well done,
I'm
Phil.
in
Well
line
done,
at
buddy.
Walmart. It says I'm in line for 2 items. View and leave. I'm in line at Walmart right now for both Switches. One that has Mario bundled and one that doesn't. I'm still in line at
Hello,
Walmart.
Astral.
It says you're in line for 2 items. I can't do anything. I'm in line. Okay? Being in line is a good sign. At least I'm in line. Cool.
Fuck,
So I'm
how
still
did-
in line at
who
Walmart.
does
guys.
this
I
on
might
their
get it
live
from
stream?
Walmart. I might get 2 from Walmart because
Oh
I have
my
both the
God,
Mario
Phil.
bundle and the regular Switch bundle right now on hold at Walmart. Still coming soon at Best Buy, not available. But I am 5-minute wait at Walmart, and they're saying I'm going to get it.
Sorry,
They're saying I'm going to get it
echo. I am
from
so
what it
sorry
says at
about that.
Walmart. So I have one of each console available in my cart at Walmart. 5-minute wait time.
Why is he
right
buying
now
2?
on Walmart? 2 items.
Like, I
You're
get
in line
there's
for
a
2
2 in the
items,
name, but that
and it
doesn't mean he
says,
has to
items in high
order
demand. We're
both,
holding your
like
spot.
2
When
of
it's your
them.
turn, you have 10 minutes to add to cart. So I'm good. I might get 2 of them from Walmart. I just got a $5 tip from It's a Me Markula. People think I'm gay because you said something about gay people. I'm not gay. I want to clear that up. Thanks. I love you. It's probably not real. It's probably someone fake. But
What
thanks for the
the
$5
fuck
tip.
is
It's
happening
probably
in
not the
Kick
real
Chat?
person.
I'm fully out of the closet, as you guys know. I'm out of the closet. Fully out of the closet.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Phil.
3 minutes left at Walmart to wait before I can get it. I got to check over on Walmart right now because I want to get it
Like,
from
how
there
do
too
you
if I
fuck
can.
up ordering?
1 minute wait left at Walmart.
Hating.
It still says I'm in line for 2 items at Walmart, but it's not ending the countdown. It just says something went wrong. Please try again, but it's not explaining what went wrong. Yes, your order is confirmed. I have
is this
pre-ordered at
fucking
Walmart
doing
for the
this?
standard.
Yes,
okay?
sorry.
I have pre-ordered.
If things are acting weird, I am so sorry because my cat decided to eat the wire of one of my webcams, so I had to use my work one. Deal with it. There's nothing else I can say. Yeah, I heard about that as
The
one per
Switch 2
household.
at Walmart,
But that
the standard
but,
edition.
But that wouldn't fix this issue, would it? Because if they saw you order 2 for a household, they would just cancel one of them, right? Or would they? Are they legally obligated to cancel both of them? That's the thing I don't quite buy with that take, that it's Walmart that cancelled it. Because it just... Wouldn't they only cancel one? I think maybe.
It went through, okay? The bundle for Mario Kart errored out, and now it says I'm back in line, and it's not giving me any time frame when I'll be able to get it. But I did get the standard Switch 2. Thanks for your pre-order. Pre-order received. What to expect? Arrives by release date Thursday, June 5th. 1 item. Track your delivery. Confirm. Confirm. I got it from Walmart, of all places. I got it from Walmart.
Congratulations,
We did it,
Phil.
guys.
You have successfully
That was a
bought an
nightmare,
item
but
online.
We did it. 100%. I got
Whoop-de-doo.
confirmation. It's the standard one. I didn't get the Mario Kart bundle.
But that happiness will soon turn into sadness.
For fuck's sake, Mimology.
It claims I'm still in line for the Mario Kart bundle. It errored out, and then I didn't get it. But it claims I'm still in line for it. I'm trying to check out at Target. It won't let me check out. Every time I click on it, it just loads endlessly, and then it says error, can't complete the order. Well, just ignore me in the corner looking like an idiot.
Okay.
So here it is.
So this is where he fucks up, right?
Walmart.com, delivery, pre-order date.
Here's his address, in case we didn't already know that.
My address, there it is. The Switch
I thought he didn't want to dox himself, but here we go.
2, order total, blah, blah, blah. I got it. 100% confirmed. Yeah, I'll self-dox. It's like you guys don't know my address.
Well,
It was doxed in 2014, the week that I moved here. You guys already know my address.
Yeah,
all
you
right?
doxed it yourself. But, no,
But I'm not going to show you my credit card information and everything, but that's it right here. That's the Walmart.
Oh, that was. Yeah, yes.
But I'm not going to show you my credit card information and everything, but that's it right here. That's the Walmart.
And we have the order number. This is all you need to cancel an order. This is all you need. This is all you need to fuck with it.
Walmart
Change the
pre-order.
address.
All right. We're good. Well, everyone, this is the Daily Wrap for Wednesday the 12th.
You could literally go in and change the address to his neighbor. Just be like, hey, I typed in a 2 instead of a 6. Could you deliver it there instead? This is my order number. And they would probably say yes, because you have the order number. Imagine if you sent it to his neighbors. That would have been so much better than canceling it.
I actually already filmed a Daily Wrap, and it was a really positive, great one. And now I have to refilm this an hour later at 11:16 p.m. to tell you how messed up my situation is when people say things about how Phil over-exaggerates and Phil constantly is just talking out of his butt. So here's what happened today. We had 2 great
Considering
streams.
all the chat humor you have, you clearly are talking out of your fucking ass.
The first stream was Oblivion Remastered. Great fun. We hit the goals. Then the late stream was also a great stream of me building the first half of my Lego Piranha plant. We hit the goal again.
We did more
which means
Legos.
that tomorrow we're doing DSP tries at Chipotle.
Well done,
and
Phil.
that's awesome.
You were playing children's games and
8:55
failing in
PM,
Minecraft.
I
and
attempted to get
you're
the
playing
Switch
with
2. I was
children's
going
toys.
between multiple different websites, including Best
What
Buy,
did you do?
Walmart, Target, and more. Couldn't get it from anywhere but Walmart. Added 2 to cart. Actually checked out both the Mario
Why
Kart
did you
bundle
add 2
and
to
the
your
regular
cart?
Switch 2. Regular Switch
Like,
2
I
is
don't
coming
get
June
it.
5th on release day. The other one is coming June 8th. Great. Checked out, paid, good to go. Finishing up my work, turned the stream off. Okay, I'm
stream
going to
will
film the
be
Daily
long
Wrap.
today.
As
I
I'm
just
filming
got
this
some
Daily
things I
Wrap,
wanna
I
cover,
announced, hey,
and
I got 2
I will
Switch
catch
2s.
up
What a
on
great day.
11.
Everything's amazing.
Wait, Puppet is
And
Sunday?
then I check my email where it proceeds to tell me that both orders have been canceled.
But this is where it
Does it
falls off
say-
for me, because I don't think Walmart would have ordered both. I think they would have sent you an email and being like, hey, so this item is once per household. Which one of these 2 would you like to cancel? If we do not hear from you, we will cancel the probably the cheapest one, because we earn money.
That is because of an error on Walmart? No, it says, I canceled the orders.
And also that is clearly someone going in and
So
doing
I'm
it.
currently
not
talking with Walmart right now
Walmart.
about someone basically.
canceling
Someone
one of
socially
them.
engineered my account on Walmart.com.
No, they
and
have your order
through
number. so
basically
they don't
very
need
basic
to do
information,
anything.
which it must have been because it certainly wasn't anything crazy. They got access and canceled my orders. So
Yes.
now I don't have a Switch 2.
Well, you need the money, right? You've been begging like a fucking crackhead. Was that because you needed to buy the Switch 2?
I was gonna get 2. I was gonna keep 1, maybe give 1 to my wife, maybe have a backup in case the Switch 2 failed at launch, because that's what happened with the Switch 1. Maybe eventually do a giveaway.
This bit gets to me so bad. This is one of my things I hate the most about Phil. How he can do this.
I was gonna keep 1.
One more.
I was
gonna get 2. And then he doesn't even know why he was gonna get 2. Like, that's the thing. He doesn't go into details about why am I getting 2 of these fucking things.
I was gonna keep 1, maybe give 1 to my
Maybe give 1 to my wife. Okay, so you weren't sure of that. Okay, good job, Phil.
wife, maybe have a backup in case this.
Maybe have it as a backup, meaning waste money and put it aside. Yes, I have a backup mouse. I literally have it here because the mouse I have is dying because cat. Yes, you have been eating my wires. And like, he doesn't even know if he's gonna have it as a backup. He doesn't know if he's gonna give it to his wife. And even worse,
Switch 2 failed at launch, because that's what happened with the Switch 1.
Yeah, well
maybe
done.
eventually do a giveaway.
If it fails at launch, why don't you assume both of them are, and maybe do a giveaway?
And now I have nothing.
Since when are you doing giveaways? Isn't that just a way for your trolls to break into it? Or last time you talked about it, you were gonna do it as like an auction. The highest tip at the end of a marathon will get something, maybe. You had no idea why you wanted 2, Phil. Then why did you get 2? Like, it doesn't.
So I want you guys to
sense.
understand again that when people say that, oh, DSP exaggerates or whatever, no, they actually do this stuff to me. This is why I refuse to give any personal details about anything in my life. This is why I will not film.
And yet we leaked your address for the 3rd time. I understand that we know your address, and everybody that wants to Google your name knows your address. But if you are disconcerted about this, why the fuck did you even show that email to begin with? Why did you show any aspect of it? Why did you go out of your way to show that screen? Just do that off screen. You have a wife. You could have asked her to be ready while you were working. You could have done so many different things, Phil, where even the possibility of you accidentally showing your address was 0. And yet you chose to willingly show it. And as a part of that, you also showed your fucking order number. And all you need for a company to cancel or alter an order is that number. And you need to be so fucking blessed that they just wanted to fuck with you. Because if these people were actually malicious, as you want them to believe, they would have altered their address. And I am willing to bet you wouldn't have double-checked the email. I am so sure that I could go in and change the address and get your Switch. I probably very easily just go in and write an orphanage in Washington, and then they will get 2 Switches. Done. That would be an actual malicious thing to do to you, because then you would still have fucking paid for it. In this case, you are getting your money back. And the second they are back in supply, you can buy it again. You have lost nothing other than day 1 views, Phil. And let's be fucking honest, the only people that are going to you for unboxing videos is detractors like me and WPIG and Boatside Amiga Atlas, because you're gonna fuck it up like you did with your PS5 where you dropped something on it. And we cannot wait for how you fuck this up again, now that you aren't getting it on day 1, so your day 1 precious views are gone. You idiot. Like, why? You had so many ways to be safe about this. And you just didn't do it. You just ignored it and just decided to give the trolls that you think are malicious everything they wanted. I really don't get why you thought this was a good idea, Phil. Why you did anything of this nature. people break the law when they did this. That is a whole other topic, and I don't actually think so. I think it's just, I think it would be classified as pranking, but I don't know.
Sound good?
Sounds good to me.
Now, one other thing, guys. Recently, we have had next to no support on Kick. And what I mean by that is, no lie, this week I think we have a total of like 17 gifted subs, and I've been streaming almost 4 whole days. So I don't know what happened that this week Kick support has dried up completely. But basically, we can't rely that last minute someone's going to come by and drop a whole bunch of subs on Kick. It hasn't been happening. So, again, if you like this content, if you have enjoyed the Lego building, please support the stream tonight in whatever way you can. Don't expect that last minute someone's going to come in and save the stream and hit the goal. That's probably not going to happen. And if we don't continuously have support for the Lego streams, I can't do them. We got to do other stuff. All right? I got to balance it out and do things that people are going to want and engage and support with. So let's get some goals hit tonight. Let's do it.
Phil,
all right?
Phil, the best thing you can do for yourself would be to start doing things you enjoy doing and hard stop. Just do that. Just focus on what you want.
You should be
Instead
watching
of this
your
whining
bullshit
and
because you're just a fucking greedy money grubber.
Pretending to
Guys,
be
please
a
support the stream
fucking
tonight. Right now,
priority streamer.
we
You're
are
not.
at
You really aren't.
a
You claim
staggeringly
to be,
low
but you aren't. Phil kills loud.
$14 of support, and we're almost an hour into the stream.
Oh no.
And the idea is
Oh no.
that if you like the Lego Nights, all right, we have to.
We are having a fantastic. Oh, right, no.
Of support, and we're almost an hour.
We are having a lovely lemon and herbal berry tea. This is actually fantastic. It smells so fresh.
We're into the stream. And the idea is that if
The
you
idea
like
is-
the Lego Nights, all right, we have to.
We have
excuse
to.
me,
Okay, bless you.
we have to hit the goals, or else I'm not going to keep them in
Why?
the rotation, and the Piranha Plant will just be the last one.
Why?
All right, but the idea is to keep them in the
Sorry,
rotation.
I know,
I'm not going to be
I
doing
know,
Lego
I
Nights
know.
if no one cares about them.
Alright, this is
and won't
important.
support
You
them.
go over here.
All right, so
you
I
go
hope
back. I can now read
that we
this.
will get some support tonight. All right. Oh yes, 11-year legacy. Actually, in reality, I didn't ever have to ask for anything at all until little pieces of shit like you ruined my income on YouTube.
I just want to say thanks a lot to everyone. I hope to entertain you in the future. Please go to my partner channel, The King of Hate HD, and click on the ads that show up on the videos there, because hopefully, fingers crossed, that actually starts giving me some money back for what I'm doing. I mean, it's not cheap to do what I'm doing. I bought a lot of games, a lot of equipment, and now I have my own condo, which is basically my studio, to do whatever the hell I want. So, anything that you can give back is much appreciated. I also do have the PayPal donation on the left-hand side of my Dark Side Phil channel. It explains how to go to PayPal and what email address to send a donation to, darksidephil@hotmail.com.
I've gotten many donations, and as I said before, if you send me a donation of, $10, $15, $20 or more, I'll mention your name in a video because I do appreciate that.
Sorry
So,
about that, everyone.
Thanks a
I
lot.
had to reply something.
Yeah, and here's the thing. These streams, all right, I reinvest pretty heavily. Like, most of the what I made, if you think about it, right? When I first did the succulent build, all right, we hit all the goals, and I immediately bought the Minecraft Lego, and then I bought this one. So I am investing money from these streams right back into them to continue doing the Lego Nights, okay? Okay, what do they want me to do here? They want me to put these on top like this. I see. So this is sticking out. They want me to fill that into the hole that I have on the bottom like this.
Hello, Spooky Ghost.
Guys, we're
welcome.
29
Sorry
bucks
for
of
all my
support,
delays and cancellations.
and we are now
I've been
over an hour into the stream.
Things have been
We
a
only
mess. Let's just
have
put it like that.
a little over an hour left, but I do have to take some time out to do the pre-order for the Switch 2. Please support the stream tonight if you want to see Legos
How can you
continue.
be this inept at
I
your
don't
job
want
that
this
you
to
have
be our
done for
last Lego
17
build,
years? How
but
can you
if
not
we are not going to get any
be
support for it, then
entertaining?
it
How can you
probably
not
will.
know how to protect yourself? How
Alright.
can you
All right, we got
fail
two.
in so many ways?
Like, shut up.
It's so impressive.
You're not special. You're not God's gift to the world. You're just a fucking idiot sitting there in front of a camera, blabbing to a dumbass audience, making money for absolutely nothing. You should be grateful
I'm
for
not
what
making
you
money,
get
and
stop
I'm
acting
never
like
gonna
you're
make
something
money off this.
special.
And when
You
I
ain't
earn
hot
money off
shit.
this,
In
I'm
fact,
gonna
you're
buy shit
fucking
for the
shit.
kids that are sick and dying at my
Total.
work, Phil.
Blah, blah, blah.
Deal
Got
with
it.
Every
Okay.
coin I'll ever earn
100%
doing this is
confirmed.
going to dying children. So go fuck yourself.
Here you go, guys. Yeah, self-dox, like you guys don't know my address.
Well, we know it again.
It was doxed in 2014, the week that I moved here. You guys already know my address.
Yes.
All right?
Correct, Phil.
But I'm not going to show you my credit card information.
In fact, we know
everything,
everything about
right
you.
here.
We
That's
know
the
that
Walmart,
you committed tax fraud. We know that
the
you
Walmart pre-order.
the sole reason you got caught
Okay.
in committing
So now
tax
what we're
fraud
gonna
was
do is
because
we're gonna
you
build
detractors.
the
We
second
know you
leaf
can't
of the Piranha
fill
Plant.
out fucking
And guys,
bankruptcy
this is your
papers
last
without
chance
lying.
support Lego Night. We're at $44. We're 106 away from hitting the goal and continuing on with Lego Nights. So please, please, let's hit the goal tonight. I want to keep doing Legos. I've had a great time with this. Okay.
Disgusting beggar.
No, Phil. No. Just no on that. No one should.
Super chat.
Oh, I see.
$100 from Captain DCW tonight, guys. Is it a whale? It is a whale because it has those whale-like teeth that filter things. It looks like cones. He's got a big old eyeball.
How does the whale filters look like cones?
I was just able to get. I was literally just able to get the standard and the Mario Kart bundles for Switch 2. Apparently, the standard will be arriving on release day, and the other one apparently I'll be getting on Sunday, the 8th. Yeah.
How is he so confused about a date?
Crazy. So why did you get 2? Well, there's a couple reasons. Number 1, you want to be absolutely sure you're getting it. Just because.
Who else have ever had this experience? I need this. I really need this new phone, so I'm gonna buy 2 of them. How is this a mentality you have? Does this mean he has 2 PS5s, and he just never showed the second one? Does this mean he has 2 new PCs? He does, but does it mean he has 4 new PCs? Like, who the fuck does this? Oh, I need a new thing. Let me buy 2 of them. I do that with some clothing. Like, this bra is the best I've ever worn, so I filled my fucking cabinet with copies of it. But who does that with technology?
I had one that went through. What if there's an issue? What, you know? I basically paid 2 different methods as well, in case they try to say that one method didn't go through and screwed up.
What? What does this mean? One went to your bank, the other on credit, the one to PayPal, one to your bank? Did you pay in cash for one of them? Like, what does this mean, and how does it? Yes, and also, when he talks about it, he's not even sure that he's gonna give one to his wife. Like, if I had a partner, they were like, "Hey, by the way, I bought 2 Switch 2s. You are getting one." I would be overjoyed. I would be so ecstatic. But it's not even on his fucking mind, is it? Like, it's not even there.
So I paid 2 different, completely different ways. And quite frankly, my wife might want it. If not, maybe I could consider.
My wife might want it. My wife might want it. Now, if you had been married with someone for 5 years, that's how long they've been married at this point, isn't it? It's been a while. It was pre-COVID, wasn't it? And you don't know if they want entertainment system number 5 or brand X. You know nothing about your partner. If you have spent 5 years with me and you hadn't figured out what I enjoy doing and what I want to do in my free time, you are the worst partner I've ever had. And apparently he doesn't know. He doesn't know if she would want one. He just doesn't know if his wife would want a Switch 2.
A giveaway or
what
something?
Is wrong with
you know,
you?
It's something to think about. I don't know.
And it's not something to think about,
but
Phil.
This way,
it's something you do before you buy it. You ask your wife, "Hey, should I get 2 of these so we both have one? I have one for work, and we have one that you can use primarily for relaxing." You don't ask after you have bought it. What kind of sick mentality is that? Like, it clearly just shows how little understanding he has of money.
And I have a chance.
And how bad he is.
You know, if something goes wrong, I'm getting a backup anyway, right?
Tomorrow, what do we
and
do?
who expects things to go wrong with deliveries? I understand local national post services can be awful, but
and on top of all of that,
for fuck's sake, Phil, I just don't understand how you don't function.
It will be
Yes.
DSP tries at Chipotle for the very first time.
Why did they look so serious?
Good stuff.
Like,
Excellent
oh
stuff,
my
everyone.
God.
All right. Thank you all.
God,
everyone,
you are
please have a
awful,
good night.
Phil.
That's going to be a lot of Hogan's tonight, brother. Oh, yeah. Philomania's running wild here on DSP Gaming. We're going to pull for Hogan's. We're going to pull for Macho Man. We're going to pull for Carmelo Hayes or whatever. We're going to pull tonight, brother. Pull. As I'm filming this daily wrap, I announce, hey, I got 2 Switch 2s. What a great day. Everything's amazing.
Why did you want to get 2? Explain why you wanted 2.
My email
properly.
Where it proceeds to tell me that both orders have been canceled.
Oh no.
Does it say that it's because of an error on Walmart? No, it says I canceled the orders. So I'm currently talking with Walmart right now.
The fact that says he canceled them just
someone basic
100% means that he got it, right? Like it was someone that decided to fuck with him.
I need that money. I really.
I'm skipping the last bit because we saw it on the Mimology video, and the fact he's now pleading others to send him one. Like Phil, you understand? You're getting your money back when the order was cancelled, right? They didn't be like, donate it to charity, donate it to an orphanage. You're getting your money back, so you can just order a new one. I understand that the supply is fucked because I actually don't know why there's no supply issue in Denmark. It must be an American thing. So why? Why not? Why aren't you just buying a new one? You make your own schedule. You can be first in line at a actual store and go get it in person, because they don't sell all of them online. They always have some for the stores. It takes like one brain cell to figure out that you have options. I just don't
like
get
to announce, ladies and gentlemen, the dry spell has ended.
Did you finally clean it? Nope, not doing
Finally, last night on the late stream, we hit the support goal. It took 4 streams because on Monday I didn't hit any goals, and then on the first stream yesterday of Blueprints, we got this close to hitting the support goal.
Does that mean 149?
We finally did it last night. All right, so
this is Phil. This is the issue. You can't just say discuss because
momentum today. Let's
you
get
still earned
$145.
You still earned a lot of money.
Let's get some support for Oblivion Remastered. I'm playing it because directly you asked for it. I'm giving you what you want. So please respond and support the stream.
You're not giving me what I want,
keep
Phil.
this
Please
going now.
Never give me what I want. It's not healthy for you or me.
Yesterday, the big milestone event at 30 goals hit will be DSP Tries It Chipotle. I've never had Chipotle for DSP Tries It. In fact, the only time I ever did anything Chipotle related in my content was in 2014 when I first moved here. I had Chipotle as a quick meal, and I did a vlog on it. But I never formally reviewed it. 11 years later, I'm sure that the menu is different.
You have never formally reviewed
anything.
anything.
Honey
you have
Chipotle chicken.
Stated your opinion.
They just
on it,
added to the menu. So
there has been no formally.
I'd be very, very excited
out
to have Chipotle
factual
for DSP
review
and here's the thing.
That's not what you're doing. That's not what most people are doing.
Today, if we get enough support on this stream, all right,
yes,
we could actually do it today.
No.
But we'd have to hit 2 goals. I don't know if we're going to hit 2 goals during this stream. That's a lot to ask, don't you think? But yeah, if we hit 2 goals during the end of this stream, I will order Chipotle and we'll do DSP Tries It live. If not, then we have hopefully today to hit 2 goals over the course of the whole day, and then we're going to do it tomorrow.
And I would actually love it drunk DSP Tries It. That would be so fun.
So, please, let's keep that going. Now, remember, after that...
please do drunk DSP Tries It.
We're either going to do the new Wendy's menu, or we could do something different. There's been discussion of a few different things that are going on right now, including there's a new sandwich. I believe it's like a chicken salad at Jersey Mike's, and a few other things. So perhaps we'll do something different. But you know, Wendy's has a few new things. $21 of support, which is excellent. Thank you so much, Big Papa Phil, man. Appreciate
I don't.
it.
Like,
Now,
did he back like this because the Switch 2 orders was coming up?
The real
is
question
that,
here is
the most logical reason?
we've got some tips.
Like, because this is
we got
just
a super chat and we got memberships. Who's gonna be the first person to gift a sub on Kick today?
well, not me.
Right? Who's gonna do it?
I actually want nothing to
I
do
want
with
to
the
know.
company. But yeah.
We got to get momentum going on Kick because it's been stuttering and sputtering this week. All right? So let's stuttering and sputtering this week. I want to know. We got to get momentum going on Kick because it's been stuttering and sputtering this week.
What is he
All
even
right?
trying to say?
So let's get it moving.
He's been
here.
stuttering? Is that like?
King Michael says, if you get the goal, will I get a burrito or bowl from Chipotle? You know, I don't know yet. We haven't decided, right? If we hit the goal, we have to hit 30 goals.
I haven't
all right?
decided what the
When we
reward
hit
is,
30
but
goals,
please
we
give me
decide
money
together. But
so
now
I
just
can
looking on
reward
there,
you
so they do
with
have
the
burritos, they
undecided
have burrito
reward.
bowls, they have tacos,
How does
they
that
have
sound?
quesadillas. Maybe I'll get like
Would you reward me for
either a burrito or burrito bowl with the new chicken, and then maybe I'll
something.
get like a side thing, like a quesadilla or something,
For fuck's
right?
sake, Phil.
All right. And how about this, folks? I'm gonna make a special deal. Are you ready for
Okay,
this? I haven't
okay,
done this
okay.
in weeks. Okay, because today we have potential to do DSP tries it if we hit 2 goals on this stream. All right. I'm gonna make the offer that you can't refuse. For 20 gifted subs on Kick today, and today only.
Ooh, that's a
you
good
will
point,
earn
Spooky.
the
That
VIP
date because of all the
and the OG
office
chat
things, the
badge.
PCs.
I only
the-
offer this at
that he
times when we're
might
very
need to
close
pay
and
more
we're
in
at a goal,
taxes.
and I'm trying to get that momentum going. So if someone
That's
does a
fair.
20
Well done.
sub bomb
Well
on
done.
Kick today, you
I
will
did not think
earn
about that.
both badges.
But then again,
Now,
it's not like we
you
have
can
a
either
tax
keep them for
season in
yourself,
Denmark.
or if you're
we
someone
paid it
who
monthly
already
because that just makes more sense for
has-
everyone.
supported in that way, all right, then you could give those badges to somebody else. It's totally your choice, all right? So let's make the offer. Hopefully,
For fuck's sake, Phil.
we can get people to take that offer. Because if we get like 2 people, then we're right there almost at the 2 goals hit, and we can maybe do DSP tries it today, all right?
Sorry.
So making the offer, I'll bring it up from time to time so people know. In fact, you know what I should do?
Right.
I should pin a message.
Okay, we are unable to talk and type at the same time. I understand. I can't always read when there's something that matters and type at the same
Coming
time.
into the
but-
chat, and we will get some takers. Because, again, if we hit 2 goals today, that would be perfect. We do
Okay,
Chipotle
but-
today, and it would be a nice
But if
celebration
you're
after
streaming
Oblivion. I think it would be a
and
really
you
nice
do
day
this,
to do it,
and then
too.
you feel
So
quiet,
let's see
like
how
I
that
just
goes.
did this
okay?
wrong. But instead, if you
All
do
right.
this and like talk and make a
So
thing
shout
out
out
of
to
it while you
Buckwell.
keep
We have our
looking at
first
it,
gifted sub of the day. It's from Buckwell. Now, basically, he said in chat, there's no
you
way
can
that
make
you
it
can gift
entertaining.
20
But
and would
Phil,
like a badge.
you just stop.
So,
Like I don't get
there
how
you
you
go.
can be
If
this
someone
bad
does
at
a
your
20
job
bomb,
after
Buckwell's
17
looking
years.
for some badges.
I
if you
understand
would like to give
experience
them to
doesn't
him, and
mean
that's up to
skill,
you. I don't know
but-
if you know Buckwell or not, but just throwing that out there. Buckwell, thank you for the gifted sub this morning. And then Mr. Papavera is here this morning with a $5 super chat. He says, by the 9, the Minecrafts have been
For
swallowed
fuck's
by the
sake,
gates of Oblivion.
Papa
Yes,
Vera is
Papavera,
back
we did
because
shuffle the
Minecraft
schedule around as a
OIC
result of
is
the
back because there's
amazing
no whales with
engagement
more money
and
than him
support
again.
last night. On that Oblivion
Hey.
stream last night, we had great attendance, great
All the-
engagement,
all
great
the
support, and I
goodies are
promised
coming
everyone I would
back.
play it again today if we did that, and we did it, so we're doing it. And we're shuffling things around. I think I have it now that I think we're going to do Minecraft tomorrow night on the late night stream, which would be a fun stream. I'm going to actually do some fishing.
No,
and I
with
gotta get some
fishing.
basic resources
Fun.
to start over
Woo.
because I lost all my resources last time. So we'll probably just do initial
because you
exploration
suck
in a
at
cave and get the
Minecraft.
hell out of there. So yeah, that's gonna be
You're
tomorrow
just
night.
awful for-
Chill fun in Minecraft. Okay. Good stuff.
Like I really don't understand
Okay.
why he does as he
Says,
does.
if you do a vest retirement ceremony like this marathon we're talking about,
Uh-huh,
if you
yes.
hit $5,000 of support that day, would you raffle off a signed hat if the winner paid for shipping and expenses for you mailing it off? If I raised, first of all, what on earth makes you think
This shouldn't even be a consideration. If you earn $5,000, would you? Yes. Yes, I would send you a fucking hat with my signature on it. Like, I would... It's $5,000, Phil. You're begging for $100 a day. Why, this should be the easiest. Yes, without a doubt. move on. Like, why is he making a bit out of it? Just be like,
I
yes.
would raise $5,000.
And the more energetic you are, the better.
I don't think I ever would. Now, that would be amazing. If you remember, I told you
get
guys my goal is for this year.
Of my work.
By the end of this year, I want to do a stream that's more successful than the Review Tech USA documentary co-op react stream that I did last year. That stream, for the record, I made around $3,000 during that stream. It was like $1,000 in tips and like $2K between super chats and memberships that day. It was absolutely insane the amount that I made that one day. Okay.
Did you give any of it to PPP though?
But
did PPP get anything? Did you co-host get anything?
That well.
No.
Without
okay.
doing a collaborative effort, that I can earn that and I can have that level of support without other people and bringing their audiences in. Okay. So.
The 5K for a house.
That's what I'm thinking, right? But here's the thing: we just did the awesome birthday marathon.
Just give up something instead of
in one day,
expecting
which is superb,
you are not
which is outstanding, which is way more
All
than I
you're
ever expected.
Doing is
and
saying,
still, thank you guys.
I want this.
That birthday marathon, you guys are absolutely amazing.
Give me something, and I might give it to you. Like, what is it you don't understand about transactions?
So, it's what I mean. Like
it's a transaction you're
really,
offering.
Really tough.
Give your fans something.
Thing to do. This might be a challenge.
Like, how is this so hard to understand for you?
Okay. I think I can do it. I really do. I feel like I can do it. Could it be the vest and hat retirement situation? Like, could that be the event that would do it? I don't know.
No, honestly. Because you
I don't know.
lack
Maybe.
any ability to make it entertaining.
Now, could we set a goal like that? I mean, maybe we could. All right.
Just say yes. If you don't believe you can reach it, problem solved. If you reach it, then you have $5,000 to send a hat.
Do it, and how would we set it up?
Like
you're saying,
what's the problem?
If I hit a certain level of support, right? Then I would just say, hey, I'll do an autograph vest or hat and send it to someone.
No, a lot.
Okay.
Like
maybe
what
it should be is if I hit a certain level of support, the top contributor of the day gets it, because then it wouldn't have to be some kind of a weird raffle system. You know what I mean? And plus, raffles are considered contests and gambling, and people now get into trouble for this shit. So rather than that,
because
maybe that's what I could do. Maybe we could do a stream where it's like,
by definition,
if we hit this certain level of support, great, and then the top contributor of that marathon is the person who earns the right to choose a hat or vest.
How many hats do we have? 7? Let's assume, let's just go with 7. The 7 highest contributors of this marathon gets the hats if I earn at least $200. We are doing it in order of something. Easy W for Phil. Easiest W he could have. But he's not going to do that because he has no idea how to make anything entertaining. He has no idea how to reward his audience. He's just... Phil is the content creation's politician. All he does is rant and talk and listen to other people and then latch on to what sounds the most positive for him. And I'm not saying this is all politicians, but it is the stereotype of the bad politician, which is Phil, because Phil has one talent, and I've always said this. Phil's one talent is that he can talk. And I'm not saying he's entertaining, but if we look at the things Phil has talked about in the past, he can talk and present a topic like he knows about it, like he understands it. WWE Fragrance recently, where he just said the biggest nonsense ever, but sounded like he actually had an idea of what he was talking about. Even though 1 second on Google fact-checked him. But that is Phil's talent, that is his skill, to present, to be passionate about things, to present, to be knowledgeable about things. But he's not entertaining. That's not something you can pretend to be. And he doesn't know how to reward a community or an audience. Like, for fuck's sake, I would happily put my modeling pictures up somewhere if we started having sub goals, especially with the amount of money that Phil is talking about here. Like, I don't own most of my modeling pictures because fucking bureaus, that has a problem in its own, but I can go around that. But the idea of this, that he has zero idea how to reward the people that are paying his bills. He has zero ideas how to make it fun. He has zero ideas how to make it interesting. This is extremely simple. I'm cleaning out my closet. We have these hats, we have these vests, we have 7 of each. Highest contributor gets a vest and a hat of their choice. Second highest gets the next, and blah 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 blah, all the way down until we are out of them. I don't care how much we earn with this. If I earn above $200, I'm paying shipping. If not, you are. Done. This is fun. This is entertaining. This is something to work for. We instantly know what we're getting. But he doesn't do that. He doesn't give you anything before he has to. It's the same with the DSP tricep at Chipotle. He doesn't even know what he's ordering. He doesn't even know what he's reviewing. He's just, we're reviewing Chipotle, as in the entire restaurant. I'm going to talk about his architecture. What the fuck are you on about? What am I getting? But he doesn't understand that he doesn't offer anything. And I'm not saying that there isn't people that find Phil fun or entertaining. There is. And I understand to some aspect what it is that allures them. Is the consistency, is the relatability of being a fucking hermit. But the fact he doesn't give them anything. He demands them to say what they want. Like, this isn't a BDSM system where you're waiting for them to plead to you, Phil. You are entertaining. You are providing free content. That is what you say. I am putting this free up and people reward me for doing it. Yes, then reward them back. Give them something worth donating to. Give them something that's worth it. Every month do a marathon for your members. But he doesn't do that. He doesn't give his members anything other than a fucking icon in his chat. He just doesn't understand what his job actually is. He acts like he's a TV host where they're all investors. Like, it's so fascinating that he has no idea what his job is. Like, and this job is done in so many different ways. We have Norderline who doesn't even take donations, and his income is purely ad and Twitch subs. Then we have other people that take donations, like Markiplier and so on their live streams, but they also give half of it to fucking charity, if not more. Like, and with those we know what we're getting. Norderline puts out content for free, and he gives out that content earlier for members, and ad-free for members. Markiplier promises movies, he has behind-the-scenes stuff. Like, it's just, what are you giving us, Phil? What are you offering? You can't have a business, as you like to claim it, that works retroactively and reactively. Like, that doesn't work. You can't be like, well, as of late, a lot of people have been asking for chicken sandwiches, so as of next month, we will start selling chicken sandwiches. That doesn't work, Phil. You have to react to what people want, and you have to give them that. Oh, people might want chicken sandwiches because of this trend is happening. This doesn't really work with food, but Phil does it with food. Like, it's so wild to me that he has no idea what his job is, how to do it. He just turns on his streams and goes.
To be autographed and mailed
whatever.
to them.
Fuck off, Phil.
We could do that. All right? We could do that. But let's think about it. All right? Maybe, again, is that something that we want to do?
No.
When we hit 50 goals? I
don't know.
No
V. No, that's the thing. As Bookie writes, as you can see in the chat now, I fixed this issue. As he's saying here, let's see what we want. And it's the whole consistency issue and the homage, because the way Phil speaks. For people that has been watching for a while, I understand why you feel a parasocial relationship with him. I truly do. I've never been a Phil fan like most detractors. My introduction to him was This Is How You Don't Play StarCraft 2. Because my ex at the time was competitive in it and wanted to show me how the game is not played. Which was fun. That was very, very fun. But the reason his business succeeds is because he's consistent. It's because of parasocial relationships. It's because if you just listen to his words and don't think about it and just have it as something in your background, you are a part of it. You are part of the concept every step of the way. And everyone that isn't is an enemy. And it makes this very secondary hand friendship that Phil doesn't want to acknowledge that he's making. It's the whole cult speech thing as well. I would not call it cult speech in this case, because it has some tricks from you see in cult documentaries and the methods they use, but it's also very different in that he actually gives people something. He doesn't just use them. But it is the whole consistency. Is the
all right? Well, think about it.
You are a part of it.
It's an interesting idea, but I feel like we have to talk about it more and figure out the specifics.
We are going to talk about it.
If
How
I'm
do we
making
make
a
it
ridiculous
reasonable
amount
for
of money
all
in
of
an
us?
event, then I can mail a hat or vest out. You know, that's not a big deal.
The way he's acting is like he's your best friend.
Okay.
Like you at a board meeting and the boss trusts you.
That's true, and I've said this. John
But
Flickinger
then
says
whenever you're against
usually
him,
that doesn't
it's
work
just-
because one or two people ends up winning and everyone else is upset. You're right, and if we make it, that's what I mean. I don't want to do a raffle because then people will be like, "Oh, is it real? Is it rigged?" I don't want
But
to
at
have
some
people
point
being
it's
all
gonna
stupid
stop.
about it.
We've
right?
seen
I don't
that
want to have
in
that
the years
level
that
of
his income
bullshit
has been
on
dropping
me.
with the views.
So instead, it could just simply
So
be
at some
whoever
point
the
he's not going to earn money anymore, and it will
top
collapse.
contributor is the one who earns it, and that way you have people competing to be the top contributor for the day. Right? There you go.
Yes, but people
With all
people
of that
compete
said, I pretty
already,
much
Phil.
covered.
It's just that we have
everything
some
that I
people
wanted to
that
say on
have
the show.
hundreds of dollars to spare. So it's not
First
a
of all,
fair
thank you guys for the
competition.
early support. We are currently at, I don't even know where we're at, $55. So we're already a third of the way to the goal, and we haven't booted the game yet. Remember,
Well done.
number
You've
one,
done
I
nothing.
want to hit the goal today because I want to get that momentum back and hit goals, every stream now. We did hit the goal last night with Oblivion Remastered, so let's hit the goal again today.
Then lower the
Now,
goal. If the goal of your stream is to hit
the
it at the
actual
goal,
objective, I'd
like
like to
this
hit
turn,
2
then lower it
goals
to 100.
so we can do DSP Tries It, Chipotle
It was
for the
50
first time
once,
ever.
for
We've
fuck's
never
sake.
done Chipotle before. On
But
this
inflation
afternoon's
hits
stream.
fucking hard on
But
us.
we need some support. So I'm eyeballing Kick. I made the offer for 20 subs, the VIP and OG badges. If someone were to take that offer right now, we would hit goal 1 right now. And then we'd have 1 more to go. Who's going to take me up on that offer today? Who's going to do it?
I really don't like what PPP has done to him with this whole directly
It says Happy
asking
Rusev Day
and
over on Kick with a
pleading
highlighted
for
message.
things.
And Philip DeFranco is the best at a highlighted message saying, I'm glad to contribute morally today. Thank you. I appreciate the moral support, but you know what would also help? Financial support. So let's get some memberships, let's get some super chats, let's get some more tips, and let's get some subs on
let's
Kick.
do all these things.
Let's hit the goals today, folks. I want to hit at least 1 goal on this stream, but I'd love to hit 2 so that we could do DSP Tries It today. I want to do Chipotle on this stream, but we need support. We can't stagger. We can't falter. We cannot fail.
But we have.
No, I did
we
not know that
already
the
have.
Treasure
Phil.
is getting an update. Haven't heard
Like
about that.
like just give them something. Hey, next person that gives anything on Kick.
Firefighter says, if I give 10
Gets the
subs,
thing.
can I get 1 of the badges? We need to hit the goal, Firefighter. The point is to hit the goal. So that's why I'm giving both badges out for 20.
lower
That
the
would hit
goal.
our goal. Right now, we'd hit the goal.
For now, be like, hey,
I don't need to get
we've had some
halfway to
slow
the goal.
months.
I don't need to get 2/3.
Phil. Hey, everybody. So we've had some slow days. Bills are coming up, taxes, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's paid, but the momentum we had has been lowering. So how about this? How about the very next person that donates above $10 gets half an hour to interview me on my next stream? Money, right there. 2 seconds, Phil. The problem is you're not giving anything. You are just talking. And I get that Kino can do it, but Kino has so many viewers that someone is gonna do it. Meanwhile, you are here with your, in this case, 290, where only 10 of them is the legal age, is mentally there enough or at the age where they can have a credit card.
Thirds to the goal. I need to get to the goal. If we hit a goal by the end of this podcast, that means we only have 1 more goal to hit during the entirety of the gameplay segment, and it's feasible. You see?
That means no one gets anything from hitting the goal today. That's what he said. Hey, if we hit the goal today, nothing happens. But then if we hit the goal tomorrow... Like, it's just... You aren't giving anything with this, Phil. And
how about this?
I hate you.
For 10
I hate you
subs
so much.
on Kick, since we're wheeling and dealing, you can get just the VIP badge, but that's it. That's all I'm going to give you. For 20 subs, you'll get the VIP and the OG, but for 10 subs, you'll get the VIP only. But I'm going to put an asterisk next to your name in chat that's going to say, this person could only afford 10 subs, which is why they didn't get the real deal.
And now we're moving on to Humiliation King. Well done, Phil. I think OnlyFans would be a better place to coasting for you, maybe.
There you
this
go.
whole like financial domination and humiliation and shit fetishes.
No, I don't know what a Starforge custom case is. Never heard of it.
Then Google it. Look into it. Spend more than 2 seconds instead of just...
You know, for people who certainly wanted to wheel and deal today and say, hey, is the badge offer available? Hey, can I get a badge for only 10 instead of 20 subs? No one's taking advantage of it at all.
Yes,
all
it's
right?
because
ridiculous.
Kick
Let's
is
do it.
filled with
Let's
this
hit our
thing we
goals,
call
guys.
rappers and trolls.
Let's at least hit the first goal.
After
again,
you
if we hit
pissed
this
off
first
every
goal,
single person
there's actually a
that
chance
ever donated to
we
your
could possibly
property to
do
Kick.
two and actually do DSP tries it on this stream. Well, we did $55 and now nothing for like a half an hour. Come on.
Well done, Phil. You have done nothing.
Someone
You
on
have
Kick
earned
right
nothing.
now take advantage of the 10 subs for VIP, 20 subs for OG offer. Right now.
Sorry, private message.
No, I have never dyed my hair whatsoever in any way, shape, or form. Nope, no problem.
Well, this might lead to me leaving early.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yes, Phil,
I don't
you're
know.
not funny.
What I
You're
do
not...
know is that we're at $57 out of our 150
So
goal.
this is wrong.
And we have not made any headway. So it looks like we're not going to be doing Chipotle today.
Phil has the pignosis. He mind and brainwashes his
Why can I
viewers to
not
contribute.
work?
I
Thank
didn't
you.
even hit my basic support goal for a stream, which we've been hitting pretty
What is the
regularly.
basic? Is that 150?
Except
Is it
for
100?
oddball
Is it
streams
50?
like
What is the
Kyrie
base
Irving
goal
stuff,
for
last night's Atom Fall, which is the end of a lengthy playthrough that wasn't that
Like,
popular.
make a
My
break
streams have been
even
doing good.
goal.
So why is the thing that I just put the most time and effort into doing the worst, right? And so sometimes what you got to do is you have to look at things like this, right?
Like,
And you
I
have to
would-
say, is
I
it worth
would
the time?
low-key
Is it worth
res-
the effort? I think that the
Sorry. Like, sorry, one more. I don't know what he was saying.
quality of the product I'm putting out is good, but sadly, I'm going to be honest. I think that because I've been so far removed from pro wrestling for so long,
Okay.
there really isn't many people on the internet saying, gee, I want to hear DSP's opinions on pro wrestling.
No, I actually don't care about
You know
your
what I
opinion
mean?
on anything other than
And
tax
I don't
fraud.
think that even when people
You're very
use
good at
part of the
tax
show,
fraud. You could
I
probably
think that
make
was
a
the
movie
case as
out
well.
of
That people would tune in from time to see some drama, and then maybe a few people would want to hear the wrestling. But the wrestling crowd was not coming to the show and supporting it in droves or anything like that. Okay? Now, if you want to know the truth, are you ready for a shocker? Because this is going to be the truth
yes.
bomb. All right? You ready for this?
Yes, I'm so excited for. What's the secret? What is the truth bomb?
Was Smark Guys ever really that popular? Even
No.
back in the day? When I used to do
Who
the
cares?
show originally with John Rambo as my...
No, Phil. It's not the same show. Yeah, it's not the same show, Phil. The wrestling world is completely different now, from what I can gather from Wrestling Ransel's comments about things. And yeah, you went from $50 to $150. Like, I would respect you for sitting down and having a serious talk and be like, this is my break even. I need this a day for this house. for our groceries, for our internet, I would respect you for doing that, Phil. You claim to be this upfront and open and kind, and not kind. You don't actually claim to be kind, does he? No, not at all. Like, you claim to be open and transparent. What is $150? Is it a lot to you? Is it nothing? Like, if I earned $150 whenever I did something for 6 hours, I would probably it's a lot of money, Phil, and especially for people that are less fortunate than you. You are in the top 2% of America, probably. Most likely. I don't actually know the exact numbers, but I know you're at the higher end of America. You earn significantly more than the average American. When you claim to be living paycheck to paycheck, that's not because you're living paycheck to paycheck, Phil. It's because you have no idea how to use your money. It's because you have no idea how to save money. You have no idea how to control yourself. Like buying 2 Switch 2s for no fucking reason other than doing it. Oh, because one of them might show up late. I'm sorry, what? Are we gonna start ordering 2 MRI machines whenever we need one? Because yes, it's called a tip, or is like, and even worse, so if it was called a donation, it's non-profit in most cases. Well, it should be, in my opinion. But there is no service provided. The service he's providing is gameplay and commentary on news, essentially, like gaming news and so on. That's the service he claims to be providing. But we have seen video after video after video after video of people cutting out everything that isn't board meeting, rewards, begging, snorting, whatever. And they are typically longer than most other things. We have had people who have made paragraphs about the topics in his pre-streams, and begging was always above 15% of it. If I had to watch a fucking TV show, I can imagine watching Arcane, and 15% of the episode was the studio being like, if you want season 2, remember, donate to us, or ads, or something else. 15% at a minimum. One of them was 25, if I remember. Imagine watching a movie and 25% of it is product placement. I know, like, a lot of movies are close to that, if you... But the idea of it, like, it's just so wild that he's forgotten what he's doing. Just play the game. TSP Politics was better structured than his podcast, because he actually talked about topics that, and then moved on to the next, and the next, and the next. This is just him ranting, looking at chat. Sorry, I had a really bad night. Like, this is just... He doesn't give anything when he does it. And most of it is a fucking board meeting, or in the next episode, or... Hey, give me more money because I didn't get all the money. It's not even...
My co-host? The answer is very simple. No. Smart Guys was actually never that popular.
Yes, we know. It's because you're not a good entertainer.
The big reveal. Shit, that was a big reveal.
And we have seen videos of people cutting together what you say happened and what happened, and it's just not the same.
Podcast like this show where we talk about my schedule and we talk about how stuff went and we talk about gaming news, but instead it's a variety show. All right, about various different topics. Maybe one day we are covering big game news, but another day we're covering real life news. Maybe one day we're covering politics. Maybe one segment we're talking about pro wrestling. And how about this? Because I actually have my shit together now, I could actually have guests on the show from all different walks of life to talk about various topics via Discord.
Wow.
How is that getting your shit together? What has that to do with anything? Like, don't get me wrong, Phil. I'm impressed. You have learned the skill for the first time in your fucking life. But just go work with Cat in retail. But work in a warehouse. Yes, he jumped the gun. I don't know if it's in my playlist where he says that. But the fact he says he jumped the gun when he started a politics show the week after an election is the dumbest thing ever. Like, it makes no sense. If you want to do a politics show, you do it right halfway through the American election, I would probably say, because there are things are getting a bit more hype than just people finding out who is taking part. Like, the American election is fucking wild compared to a small country like Denmark's. But to claim you jumped the gun when you joined after the election is the lowest IQ take that he could take. Like, it's so ridiculous.
I like this idea, but we'd have to flesh it out and figure out how to do it, how often to do
Oh
it.
God, I'm bouncing too much. Like, imagine me and
Brookside
Brookside on a stream, we would get
like
nothing much.
Like, my whole day stream, right, would be this. And I could have various different people joining at different times for different things that are going on. Right? That would be cool. And it wouldn't be the Level 1 podcast, it would be a new show. My podcast would still be my podcast, but there'd be a new show going on. I don't know how often to do it. See, we gotta figure this out. Like, how often do you do it?
But you want a part of it, Phil. How are you gonna get people? You got ghosted last time you tried to bring people in. You've gotten people in on Smark guys because
it's disgusting.
It's been lolcows and degenerates.
Who's gonna be the next person to support the stream and get us to our goal? Because it's been a while. Paul Payman with that super chat, thank you. Before him, it was 43 minutes. How about some subs over on Kick? We haven't had any subs on Kick today.
I need to change that.
So how about some subs on Kick? That sure would be nice. Well, you know what they say.
Fuck off.
Saying, spread the cheeks, money for weeks.
I should market the banana song.
Well,
if one thing holds true, it's very simple. All right? None of my detractors will ever pay to support me in any way. It's just simple. They don't. You know, we tried that on Smark guys having a grill fill segment. Hey, if you support, we'll do this, we'll do that. There'll be more grilling fill. They don't want to do it. They want to, basically, they want to make fun or whatever, but they don't want to play the game, and they don't want to understand that supporting me allows me to continue to do stuff, and then they can continue to do what they want. They don't care. You know? They're not well-intentioned. They never were.
Yes,
they never will be.
like foul. Most of his streams is in the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Like, that is literally majority of his podcast is in the next episode. Like, it's so ridiculous. Sorry, my kitten was attacking her water bowl for some reason. Squirrel, yes, I know. Like most of his most of what he does is, and the sponsor of today's episode is OIC for his $100 donation, and in the next episode we are hoping OIC will donate again. Like, that's his content. There's nothing to it. It's literally just schedule and board meetings.
And get back on track. We have not hit a goal in 2 days. It would be great to hit the goal on this stream. We're in position to do it.
Be done.
We haven't had a contribution in an hour, guys. So please, let's get some contributions. Let's get it moving. We still have over an hour left on stream today. All right, I've apparently exposed myself again.
Even if Guildfell was his idea, it was a bad idea. The only reason it works was because of Triple P. And the grin on Triple P and the Guildfell thing is just so dumb. This is just to fuck with Phil. This is just to fuck with Phil.
Please, let's do it. Give me money. Give me your money.
Why is he this bad? Like, I don't understand. It has to be taxes or the Twitch too, right?
We're $33 away.
Like, he's
Please,
just
let's hit the goal.
unbearable.
Don't let this stream, now, end and not hit the goal when we're this close. And let's get the momentum back. We want to do DSP tries it this week. We want to get to 40 goals. We want to get to 50 goals and do a marathon soon. All right, I want to get back on track. Yesterday I didn't hit any goals. Let's do it.
No decency, no respect, no common sense, no fucking maturity. It's called give me money. Give me drama dollars and give me money.
Yes, you.
Kick only has one gifted sub today. That's it. Kick has been basically this whole week.
God damn it, Farrell.
Has been lacking severely. Let's take a look. I think all week I've less than 10 gifted subs on Kick. Seriously, man. What is going on Kick?
Well, Kick has been dying since
Kick is doing nothing
before you started being on Kick, Phil. Like, the only reason Kick ever earned you money was because of Ryan Sakai. Like, Kick never was a good choice for you.
Let's hit the goal. Stop teasing me. Stop torturing me. I know you guys want me to hit the goal today. Guys, come on. There's about 20 minutes left on the stream. Please. Let's hit the goal. Stop teasing me. Stop torturing me.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Why we even say this?
Let's do it.
Like, okay. Let's play the good old game. Let's do what Phil did, but in a funny way. Oh, come on, everybody. Like, we have this great idea for the next thing we're doing together. Like, seriously, we're doing a Sepultura review. Like, you don't want to do that? That's fine. Let's just find something else. Like, what do you want? Like, since this is, you like torturing me, how about cock and ball torture review? Like, you can do so many things instead of just being like, oh, don't tease me. Oh, no, don't torture me. I want your money. Like, do something. Be some kind of funny. Like, make a bit out of it.
Right now.
Instead of just nothing.
My bills are coming due, and I really need to have money.
Like, stop talking about your two big bills. So, like, do something.
To my stream. Please send me a tip, by the way, because I need the money right away. So please do that right now and help me out. Everyone is using their highlighted messages in the Kick chat to try to make fun of me because I didn't hit my goal. So thanks a lot. I'm not going to acknowledge you because you guys are being jerks. Seriously, it's kind of mean.
Well, I don't know what else I'm meant to do here, Phil. You're not funny.
Webcam and immediately guys just...
Joe going out.
Oh, for fuck's sake, I'm an idiot. A property wrestling ranter. I'm not shy to admit that I want Phil to have a comfortable life, but I want that for everyone. I just think that with the way Phil is doing his life, like now, he is having a comfortable life at the cost, at the net loss to other people's comfort. The way he's acting is despicable, and the begging and so on is not something that helps anyone but him. And I think that's wrong. And I think he should stop doing that. And if he went back to just doing gameplay, I think he would do better. Because there wouldn't be time for begging. It would just be him reacting to him playing. Like, literally most videos that I have been interested in looking on is begging. Because taxes, because whatever the fuck it is. Like, and then there's Smark dice stuff that I don't actually know if I care about, or maybe I'm too tired. But things like this.
Someone ran a poll. I think it was one of the mods. And
we start begging with the stream starting. Like, I don't know what's wrong with him these days.
I'm confused. We'll talk about it. We'll have a good back and forth discussion today.
The podcast started. I'm an idiot. Oh my god, I'm late. Fuck off, past Phil. You're not interesting anymore. We're going here.
Absolutely stellar reviews, and if it is as people are describing, I think we're absolutely going to love this game and my playthrough of it. We've got more chill Minecraft stuff coming up tonight after a little bit of a hiatus because I was playing the Oblivion remaster, and as of last night we hit 30 goals, meaning today it is DSP tries it Chipotle for the very first time.
What from Chipotle?
But of course,
you can't just
to offset all of the positive.
We've
got one overwhelmingly ridiculous negative. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, my trolls, my detractors, my stalkers, mentally challenged ill people, criminals, whatever you want to call them, have once again broken the law and committed identity fraud against me.
No. Nope.
Yes.
Nope. 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 The fraudulent practice of using another person's name and personal information in order to obtain credit, loan, or etc. That is there is more to it. This is an awful one. We're not. But Phil, no one used your name. No one used your personal information. No one used any information that is actually directly related to you. People used a order number. It has nothing to do with identity stuff. Absolutely nothing. I am very sure this isn't even a crime that has been committed. I am very sure this is, by all legal technicality, a prank. And I would love to hear Mathbear's reaction to this. Because I do not believe this is a crime in any way, shape, or form. There's no way this is a crime.
Live on stream, I was able to get Switch 2 pre-ordered.
Yeah, well done.
And then
pre-order something.
They went in and through social engineering
canceled
my
looked
order.
at what you showed us.
I'm going to explain the entire thing to you on today's show, and I'm going to tell you how we're going to
I have this information. Can we? No. Okay.
So, the real story, not their 5,000 conspiracies that they all came up with overnight because they're all mouth-drooling.
Yes, what is the real story? Hit us up, Phil. Explain reality.
Instead, the real story of what went down last night, but also a bunch of positive stuff. On today's episode,
I don't care about the positive
of the Level 1 podcast.
More help us. Hey, Maffy. Take care. Have a lovely day at work, sexy. Thank you, Spooky. I am not shy to admit that I am a caffeine and a sugar addict. I always have candy and random
What is
caffeine
going on,
objects
everyone?
around me.
Today is Thursday, the 24th of April, 2025. I'm DSP. And folks, when people tell me that I am paranoid,
yes,
that
you are.
I have become shell-shocked, and I'm like really just scared because I tell you guys, I limit my content.
Yes.
To what I'm actually doing in this room.
Yes.
All right. That means that any content that I make, I'm recording, I'm streaming, whatever it is, comes from this.
Okay.
Right
Steam, stop downloading.
TV,
We do not need to download BuzzFeed.
Or those consoles and these cameras. This is the content that I put on the internet. And if you ask, well, I don't get it. Why? Why, Phil, is that all that you do? Couldn't you do vlogs of your house? Why don't you go cook a meal in your kitchen? Why don't you do an IRL stream following you around town to see what you do on a daily basis? Why don't you record a grocery trip and show us what you buy? They call it a grocery haul or something like that. Video.
You could, but you need permission from the
Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? All right? Now, for most people, these things seem like commonplace things. Harmless. Interesting even ideas of variety content that Phil could put out on the internet and would get him attention and views and support from his followers.
Most likely.
However, what you don't understand.
Okay, yes, I'm listening.
Very simply put, is that commonplace things for everyone else become actual IRL harassment, becomes things that can actually hurt myself, my family, my livelihood. You guys have no concept of how many idiots have tried to hurt me over the years. I've been around for over 17 years as a content creator.
Nope, you're not going
even want to hear the half of it.
You're
all
going
the stuff that's been done to me and the attempts that have been made to try to screw with my life.
Lay down.
Insane stuff, like ridiculous, over-the-top crap you wouldn't believe. How about they tried to actually get my wife and I divorced by trying to file divorce papers, even though neither of us actually did it.
Prove it.
I wish that was a joke.
Prove
but
it.
It's not.
Prove it.
You see what I'm saying? Like, that's just one example. That's the tip of the iceberg. All right? And I've used this example before, but I'll say it again. Many years ago, I was in my kitchen vlogging.
Yes.
Okay, just filming around my kitchen, doing a vlog. I don't remember what it was. There happened to be a utility bill sitting on my countertop. Now, was the bill opened? Did it have all of my account information and everything on it? No. It was just the envelope. All it said on it was, you know, like return address, here's the utility company. That's it. That's all you could see in the video. And keep in mind, this was before I was even doing the quality I'm doing now.
I don't remember this.
You know, I was using a crappy camera that was like, you know, not even 720p quality.
I don't remember.
Anything.
Like Phil would have taken the divorce story and made it into a pity story. There's no way that happened. Yeah. Well, because he has to sound hip for the kids, Ruffy. That is sadly the truth. But there's no way this divorce arc would have happened without Phil telling us, or anyone taking credit for it, or us finding out, because divorce papers are public, right? I'm quite sure anyone can find them when they have been applied, sent in, whatever the fucking word is. My brain is not working. I'm very sure that we would have known. I am very sure ALT would have known, at least, that something like that happened, considering the nonsense ALT finds sometimes. Like, I just don't believe that happened without us knowing, either through Phil. Like, for fuck's sake, someone found his disclosure thing for his condo in Connecticut 2 weeks after it happened. People found that quickly, without Phil saying anything. And you expect us to believe we didn't find public divorce papers that was applied or cancelled or whatever? You expect us that no one took credit for it, and people just did it for nonsense? Phil, you seem to be lacking the understanding of why are you getting trolled? Why are you getting distracted, and why are you getting harassed? Because everyone is gonna agree that some of the trolls take it too far. We all agree on that. Like, there's no lying here that the people that called into the court during the bankruptcy hearing was taking it too far. While funny, it was too much. People that did the bank leaks went out and out too much, but it's out there now, so why not look into it? He just doesn't seem to ever think, why is this happening? And he seems to default to, it's because these people are mentally ill, or it's because these people are evil, or it's because these people hate me. Well, why do we hate you? Why do people hate you, Phil? What have you done for this to happen? That doesn't occur. And why, like, what sort of fucked up life do you have to have for people to go out of their way to steal your social security number and apply for bankruptcy through your name? What kind of fucked up things do I have to do? Okay, I have dog tags. I am not a clean person, but I have not done anything that would make people hate me to the extent they would leak my bank records. They would fuck with my relationships. That has not happened. And I've done worse things from a moral point of view than Phil. There's no doubt to that at all. But Phil is just a fucking asshole, and his reasoning for doing it is greed or the lack of knowledge. At least I did it out of service or to protect others or something. Phil does it because I want. That's as far as it goes. And he really needs to start thinking, why me? And not, why would these people do it? He needs to think, why is this happening to me? And it would help him, no doubt. Oh my god, we're watching Phil at 1.0. Okay. I'm so sorry. The
engineer the video to hyper fixate, or whatever you want to say, to see the address of the utility company. They then contacted the utility company using common knowledge of information that was doxed about me on the internet, including my name, my address, my phone number, stuff that I never originally put on the internet. But they did. Okay? They socially engineered the account, and we're going to have all of my power turned off and have my account closed, unbeknownst to me. And this actually would have happened if they didn't actually send me a confirmation email saying, "Hey, Mr. Burnell, thanks for all your requests, and as of Monday, that'll be done." And I said, "What?" And of course, I contacted them. I told them what was going on. They then put into effect safeguards so that can't happen ever again. Multiple levels of identity verification, authorization.
So what Phil has learned is bad things can happen when I leave out important information. Okay. Then we don't leave our mail out in the open. We don't show off our emails, right?
So
oh no,
that's
wait,
just a couple examples of things that have been done to me over the years that normal people never would have to be bothered. Imagine if you got married and you just told people on the internet, "Hey, I got married." Do you think people would then try to contact places to get your marriage annulled or a divorce paper filed? Right? But that's the situation.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. He did it, and he didn't just do it once. He did it twice.
Because, ladies and gentlemen, if you're involved in a drama vortex on the internet, you are mentally
Hello, that's me.
Period. If you involve yourself in that vortex, you are a mentally stunted individual, and you should seek professional help. Normal people.
Phil, I am the professional help. People come to me with issues and I explain it, and then I make a judgment if they should maybe go to a psychiatrist or like anything like that. And let me put this as fucking plainly as simple. Colosseums where we showed up to murder one, where we watch people murder each other or murder animals or be tortured would not be sociopathic. That is just a cultural form of entertainment. Like there's no hello Mars, we are not sociopaths. We are not psychopaths. Some of us are autistic. Yes, me and Broside are, and some of us are depressed. Hello, hi, depressed, antidepressants. I'll take those because otherwise, fuck life. And I don't mean that as a game over thing. I mean that as I see children die, Phil. So, happy pills. And what do? You do nothing. Phil, my life is involved in things that is so much worse anything that happens to you. Anything that happens to you. By miles. And I'm not doing any of these things. I don't have people that hate me. I had a dad yell at me because his child was dying. That happens. You have an army of people hating you because you have ruined their trust in you. People, your actions have consequences for. Your actions have led to people not trusting a word you say. I don't trust you, but I still listen to you. I still hear what you say, and most of what you say is, I should not do that on stream, should not put your hand behind the bar on stream, that's gonna get you so bad, so quickly. No one is mentally ill when we're doing this. I forgot that was where we started. I started going off. That's just not how this works. This is a modern form of the Colosseum. This is a modern form of stand-up comedy. We are looking at our object of entertainment and reacting to it. Now, your claim here is that people use negativity to form joy. God damn it, Murphy. Like, the idea that this is just entertainment, this is just modern entertainment, there's nothing mentally wrong with it. And as Murphy is saying, around 60% of the world populace is autistic, ADHD, depressed, or have some sort of neurodivergent to them. That still means the remaining 40% is normal, because they are still the majority by definition, because the 60% is separated into groups, and you can't just be like the mentally ill or the mentally disrupted. And I used the word disrupted here because autistic people are not ill, neither is ADHD people. In some cases, depression is not an illness. You all get it. But people who are mentally disrupted in one way or another. There is a lot of them, but you can't put that in one group, saying ADHD and depression is the same. So we can't claim to be the normal people yet, but we're getting there, Phil. And calling people mentally ill because they enjoy negativity and use that as a place to relax or feel better about their own life, or as a way to understand absurdity, says a lot about your perception of the world and what is normal. You probably also come across as the type of person to me that think dark humor could be racist or something like that. I know Phil has done it as well, but considering my line of work and the things that I've done, there is some jokes that are not leaving the big room. Let's just put it like that. There is some things we say when dealing with what we deal with that do not leave officers, and we laugh at it. And that's not because we're fucking sociopath. That's just how we cope with it. And how we cope with you, Phil, is by laughing at you. And we have formed a community about laughing at you. We don't spite you in an awful way. We dislike you, we hate you, but we don't mean harm to you. The few people of us that do, I can talk a lot about those as well, but I do not know them, but I will not claim they are mentally ill or deficient. They can be completely normal. It's just how it is. But you saying this, Phil, is an insult and disrespectful to anyone that actually struggles with their mental health.
People don't do that because normal people have lives. Normal people have jobs, friends.
I work a lot, Phil. I work a lot. I have a family. I have animals. I swim. I have lives. I have hobbies. I go to LARP events. I go to social events. What do you do? What is your life? Want to look at my calendar? There's marks on it, like throughout it, that isn't work. What is your life compared to mine? What is your parameter here for what is a life?
Relationships and positive things that they do, and that's what they focus their time on. They don't
define positive. Is my work positive? For the world, probably. For me, sometimes it's a net negative for my mood. That's just a part of it. Define what is positive life here, Phil. You can't just use these buzzwords and expect them to make sense, because it doesn't make sense. You need to define what you're actually saying. It's so easy doing this politician bullshit that you're doing. But there's no meaning to it. There's no point to your words. You're not saying anything that means anything. You're just saying nonsense with no meaning. It's like saying your content is meaningful. What the fuck does that mean? No one knows. But for the people where that clicks and is like, yes, this is meaningful, it means the world. And you're doing the same shit here. And you have always talked like this, according to Howard and Rambo in their video. You have always talked in this manner where people make assumptions about what you mean, what you refer to. And that means people that are looking at you positively will think positive things, like Rambo did for longer than Howard. But the second that bridge starts to crumble, everything it says becomes negative. That is just a fact, Phil. That is just how social understanding happens. So please go put a cactus up your ass and moan Tryon's name to the door to Cat.
Focus their time on trying to ruin the life of an internet content creator who they don't know, don't have interaction with, and don't actually know the real story on.
So I don't know you. ALC don't know you. Phil, you have 17 years of being you on the internet, if we trust your words. 17 years of you being transparent and the realest guy on the internet. 17 years of you pointing a camera at your face or your screen in one way or another and you now claim I don't know you. I know everything you've ever shared, and if I don't know you from that, if I don't know you from 17 years of you being honest, of you being true, to you being real, then what have you actually done, Phil? Then what is it that you have actually shown us? If that isn't if we don't know you from that. If I don't know you from watching you with all this, then what are you actually doing? I don't know you. Well, probably not. I actually don't believe I do. I believe you put on a mask whenever you turn on the camera. I truly do, Phil. I believe you're fake as shit. But if I am to believe your words, which is what I like to do, I like to listen to what you say and focus on what you're saying, then you're the realest guy on the internet. Then you have always been honest with us. And as Western Venter is saying, then if what you are saying is true, you have put a huge portion of your fucking life on the internet with little to no filter. And to now say we don't know you is fucking insulting to every fan you have that has been watching you throughout this. I understand saying it as a diss to us, but imagine being a fan and hearing this. You have been watching me for 17 years, so you don't know me. You don't know the story. No, I don't know the story, Phil. None of us claim to know the full story. But what we do claim is to know what you have said and what you have shown us. And then we have this thing called common knowledge in between that. And we use this common knowledge against what you said and what you have shown us. And then we think about it, and we don't even have to actually analyze it, because 9 out of 10 times, not within the same month, you say something else that goes against it. You are Mr. Contradiction yourself. You are a fucking asshole. You lie, you scam. But that's my common knowledge. Hi, kitten. If I ignore my common knowledge and just listen to you, I know everything about you. Besides how you guys cook or what happens in the bedroom. I know your shopping habits. I know your schedule planning. I know your humor. I know your financial woes. Hi, are you okay? Can I see your eyes? No, okay, bye. This is so insulting to all of your fans. But go on. What are you saying, Phil?
But they just follow a bunch of people on the internet who crap on them daily, like a Pied Piper, the morons following them around so that they can make a buck. So, it's this simple.
I have no interest
I can't do things that most other people do because of the level of mentally ill people who stalk me on the internet and try to mess with me. Things that would obviously be feasible for someone else is just like an insane task for me because of the level of liability that I have doing it. Right now, if I were to take a camera and to walk through my home.
I'm so sorry for that clap. That was not meant to be that loud. Phil, at this point, you need to ask yourself, why can I not do it? Why do these people exist against me and hate me this much? Why can PewDiePie do these things? Why can Markiplier do these things? Why can Jacksepticeye? Why can... I'm running out of other Let's Players. Game Gums do these things. Why can everybody else do these things? Why can PewDiePie fucking broadcast his wedding? Meanwhile, you can't show your kitchen. What is different between you and PewDiePie? Because PewDiePie does have detractors, Phil. He has hate channels. He has more than you. But he doesn't have haters like you do. And you need to ask yourself, why do people despise me? Why do people go out of their way to test my word? Why do people go out of their way to prove me wrong? Why do people go out of their way to disrupt your life? Because some people do that. We all agree some people do that. Find out why, Phil. Ask yourself, what have I done? And the answer is not nothing. Because no one goes out of their way to harm others for their own pleasure in this matter. There is extreme sadists that do that, and here I'm using sadist in the sociopathic aspect, not the sexual, that find pleasure in harming others. But when I know what they don't do, they very rarely do it online. Because the feedback you get from watching someone in financial vow online is very different watching someone use their house in person. You need to find out and start asking yourself, why is this true to me and not others? And you would have
literally by the end of today, I would probably have 20 things happening to me that are heinous. Seriously.
Okay.
And I wish that that's a joke. It's not. Okay? Like, literally, this would be happening. All right? So, why am I telling you all of this? Well, because last night, live on stream, while I was building this piranha plant Lego, which, by the way, is looking pretty cool. I actually wish we had gotten further, but because I had to do the Switch 2 pre-order, we couldn't get to do as far as I would like. As you can see, we're halfway done.
You made your schedule, Phil. You could literally have done that off stream.
These actually move around and can be like maneuvered and positioned in a cool way. And a cool feature of this, to show you, it has a door at the bottom. And what happens is, it actually has a coin Lego that it comes with. So you can like put coins in, and then you can press that and they fall out the bottom. Don't ask me what you'd use that for, but it's a nice feature. So it's half done. I really was hoping we were...
It is a children's toy, Phil. Children would play with it. And thus putting coins into it and coins falling out is fun. I don't know quite why it's fun, but I can understand it's part of the fantasy. Let's pretend, but it's a children's toy that you decided as a 40 or 3-year-old to stream you putting together. Well fucking done, Phil. Well done.
We're going to finish it, but the Switch 2 stuff took over a half an hour from the stream, so it looks like one more stream and we will wrap up the Piranha Plant. Okay, I can't wait. Actually, next week we're going to finish it, and it looks really cool. So anyway, last night, while we were doing the Lego stream building this guy, I went ahead and did my Switch 2 pre-orders, and basically what I should have done, quite frankly, if you want to know the truth, now I didn't think about it.
We make fantasies.
I should have said, guys, I'm going offline for
it.
30 minutes. I'm going to go do my Switch pre-orders completely offline. This way, no one would know about them. No one can mess with them. Nothing. Now, a normal person would be like, why would I have to do this? That's not a big deal. You're just going to order your Switch.
No. Every single person, Phil, is like, there's no point in doing this on stream. Who here thinks that's a good idea? Like, who wanted him to stream shopping on Walmart?
It's not a big deal. But me doing it immediately means that every mentally stunted, mentally challenged, mentally ill person on the internet comes after me and tries to figure out a way to ruin this for me. Okay? Because you might say, well, what's the big deal about Phil having a Switch 2? Well, to be honest, I'm not impressed with the launch lineup. Mario Kart World is the one game I'm really interested in. I also wanted to try out that demo game that you have to pay like $10 for to try the technology out or whatever. But outside of that, no, not really, right? Like, you don't really have to. There's not much that's going to happen with the launch of Switch 2. But for me, as a creator, to be able to unbox it live on launch day, to hook it up, to test it, that is primo content. That's the kind of content people come to expect from me from over the years.
Yes,
I did it with PS5. I did it with PS4, Xbox One, right? I did it.
I really need to let Phil talk. I'm not going to keep up with my own schedule. I'm sorry,
and eventually I did do that with the Xbox Series X. I was late to the game because I didn't get it right away, right? This is the good content people like. They want to see that stuff up front, especially if you couldn't get the pre-order. Gee, let's see what it's like on launch day, and let's get Phil's honest opinion on it, right? So.
No one cares. I want to see you drop it.
Not necessarily because I'm going to be making insane amounts of content of the Switch 2. I would play
I want to see you drop it like you did with your
PS5. Outside of
that is the sole reason I want to watch you.
Quite frankly, for the end of the year. But, it's still great content that you guys want, right?
No.
So, that's why I planned it out. I literally had created accounts on every single site. Best Buy, Target, Amazon, Walmart. Had them all lined up. Had everything ready to go.
In Phil's defense here, should it have happened to him? No, it should not. But I'm willing to bet if I had done the same thing with 318 viewers, streamed an order history of something and an order number, someone there could find it funny to do it. I'm willing to bet that would happen to me too. Probably not in the same manner or as 100% as it would happen for Phil, because for Phil it's a fucking certainty. There's no world it wouldn't happen. But I'm willing to happen someone would screw with me as well. Send it to my neighbor, might leave it outside the door, or something. Like, it would just happen. People do it. Like the fact that Phil doesn't think this would happen to other people is ridiculous. Imagine if PewDiePie did this. And on one of his live streams, back when he live streamed, I don't actually know if he still live streams. I have not been keeping track of him since his wedding property. I can imagine if someone with that big an audience accidentally sold an order code. It will be fucked with instantly. But no, Phil is a special butterfly that has to be protected and bubbled.
Payment information was in there. The addresses were in there. So when these pre-orders went live, I could do it. And I did. I tried all of them. Best Buy crapped out, didn't work. Target, I had it in cart, wouldn't check out. But Walmart I got. Walmart was in the cart. Not only one, but the 2 different versions. The base Switch 2 and the Switch 2 bundle. So
yeah,
I'm thinking,
why did
wow,
you buy 2?
I can maybe have one for personal use here for the business, and one, maybe I can give it to my wife, maybe I can give it away to a fan. It's a backup. Because remember, when I bought the...
Again, maybe. He has had a day to think about this, and he still doesn't have a set story for why he wanted 2. It makes no fucking sense. I need to save my armpits. No? Maybe? I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Switch 1.
Why 2? Why
within 24 hours, and I was stuck without a Switch for several months because of that.
Yes.
To have the backup is absolutely awesome, okay? That's a great thing. So it's like, not only did I get one, I lucked out and was able to get another one, all right? But my problem is very simple. I, still to this day, try to maintain a level of normalcy. So because I did this online, immediately my online stalkers decided to ruin it for me.
Yes.
And basically, here's what happened, okay?
Yes,
We went through. Done deal. Payment was charged, everything good. So we went back to the stream, and I completed, as far as I could, this build. We hit the goal, so that's great. Now we hit 30 goals hit, which means we're doing the Chipotle DSP tries it today. All right? And then basically around 9:45-ish. All right? I logged off, I said, all right, I got to get going. Now, a few things actually happened that you guys aren't aware of. Number one, because I bought the 2 Switch 2s, one of them went to my bank account, and I tried to do it for the second one, and my bank account thought it was a fraudulent transaction and froze my account. So I had to contact the bank to...
This is important.
Because I bought the 2 Switch 2s, one of them went to my bank account, and I tried to do it for the second one, and my bank account thought it was a fraudulent transaction and froze my account.
Okay. Let's hear that one more time.
You guys aren't aware of. Number one, because I bought the 2 Switch 2s, one of them went to my bank account, and I tried to do it for the second one, and my bank account thought it was a fraudulent transaction and froze my account. So I...
Why? Why would your bank freeze your account? Did he overdraft? That's the only thing I can think about, right? Like, there wasn't enough money to pay the bill, pay the transaction, so they froze it. Instead, there's no way they would think a Walmart order in Washington, the state he live in, would be a fraudulent charge without something being fishy, right? That makes no sense. The only way that would happen that they freeze it is because they assumed. It could be because they saw the same product twice from the same company and assumed one of them was a misclick. Or that you ordered it twice and then they froze one of them. But the way he's saying, if you believe his word, he's saying they froze his account. That would mean overdraft, right? That's the only explanation. Would be an overdraft. Fascinating. Thank you, Phil.
Had to contact the bank to get the account unfrozen. It was really stupid, okay? The other one, I went through a different payment method, all right? That's how I got both Switch 2s. So actually, the orders were a little staggered. One checked out at...
Yeah, like, so the most likely is that they saw the transaction was too identical. And was like, something's wrong here. Stop. That's the most likely cause, because he did order both from Walmart. Both would be a Switch 2, so both would take out of electronic. It would... Yeah. like I know that can happen, Mr. Venture, but I still think it's unlikely that. I think it's more likely that it's because it's too. The bank doesn't get all the information. They would get Walmart, electronic, entertainment, hardware, something like that, right? At the price. So they would see 2 of that and might freeze it because of that. Or an overdraft because both transactions, something feels an idiot. Or then maybe because it was 2 big transactions to the same company in a very short amount of time. Those are the 3 possibilities, right? There's nothing else that could be. So I'm interested in which one it is, because that, yeah.
One point, and one checked out at another point via different payment methods, okay? So as soon as the stream went offline, I had to sit and wait on hold, all right, for like 40 minutes with my bank to get the bank account unfrozen so that I could do other things and pay bills and things, okay? So as that's happening, I'm doing other things. I actually filmed the daily wrap, and the first daily wrap I filmed was like triumphant. Wow, what a great...
It might, because he has no credit. It's he's bankrupt, remember, for a few more years, or 2 more years before he can have credit again. So because of that, there might be a default system in the bank that the second an overdraft is bound to happen, it locks. Stop. Because he has no credit. The bank is not in a state where they can owe him money without a special permission, and banks do not do that with people that are bankrupt, at least not in Denmark. American banks might take more risk, but I do not know, but I just I think it's highly unlikely that the bank would allow him a proper overdraft while still recovering from his bankruptcy.
Day. We had an amazing stream of Oblivion, and we hit my goals. We built the Lego, and we hit the goals. I got my Switch 2's pre-order. Amazing day. So I finished recording that, all right? And I was actually about to start, like, uploading while I was on hold with my bank. And all of a sudden, I get an email, and it says, "You have successfully canceled your order." And I said, "What?" And I started reading the email from Walmart, and it says, "Congratulations, you have successfully canceled your Switch 2 pre-order." And I looked at it, and it was the first Switch 2, the one that was the base unit, not the bundle, but the first one that I had checked out and paid for. And I said, obviously, I did not do that. So the first thing I did is I logged in to my...
So it's the one that he showed the order number for on stream. Big show. Okay.
Account, okay? The thing is, I have various ways to log into everything. I make sure that I'm not limited to only one way, all right? So I have all these backups, these, safe...
What the fuck does that mean?
...guards, so that I can log into things multiple different avenues. So I logged into my Walmart account to find out that someone had access to it, okay? And I could tell because they changed the password on the account, okay?
Okay.
In addition, they started messing with the account, meaning they were adding and removing things to my cart. So I'm thinking, how could this possibly have happened? All right. And as I'm doing that, trying to figure it out, they canceled my second Switch 2 pre-order right in front of me. And I'm like, wow.
I thought that was already cancelled because the bank froze. But never mind that.
Well, this is pretty messed up. So, of course, I try to contact customer support. And I tried to get them on the phone. And I'm not even kidding. They hang up on you. You call and you get to the automated system. And you go through. And you say, okay, I want to talk to a rep because none of your automated options are going to help me here. And they say, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you just said. And then the phone hangs up. And I tried it 3 different times in a row. And that's how they treat you on the line. They hang up on you at Walmart. Do you see why I don't like to do business with Walmart? And I've said this before.
Then why,
really bad company.
if you have this poor view of them, why did you do business there in the first fucking place? This makes no sense. If I hate Nestle. I think it's an awful company. I try to avoid buying their goods. If I do by accident to their subsidiary companies, oops, happens. I refuse to buy their shit. But why shop at a company you despise? I don't understand. Why give them any money, Phil?
To deal with. So I ended up going to their chat service, okay? And going through their chat service, of course, you talk to someone at a customer service center on the other side of the planet, but they're doing their best to help you. So I start to explain the situation, all right? And of course, they're utterly confused. They don't know if I'm contacting them to complain about the orders canceled. They don't know if I'm contacting them to find out how someone has access to my account. So they're, their head is spinning, and this is just someone in a call center who's trying to help me basically with a notebook.
What's the first thing you do when you find out your password has been changed on an account? What's the first thing you do? The very first thing you do when you find out someone else has been on your account. Do you call them? Do you go to their chat service? Do you go to their automated AI helpline 3 times? No, you don't. You don't do any of these things. You go on your account, you click new password. That's it. That's all you do. You don't have to contact them. You don't have to do any of this shit. All you do is click, I need a new password. And it takes seconds. And they have no longer access to your account. I recently had someone log into my Steam account. From, I think it was Bureau. And the first thing I did was change my password. I have not talked with Steam. I have not written with Steam. I have not done anything with Steam. I clicked new password. That's all I did. There was no reason to do anything else. Why are you doing this, Phil? Why are you doing this? Just get the new password, get your account back, go through the account, use the account, and use that after you've gotten the account back. That is awful, Murphy. That's just wow. But even still, like, that you would never do all this.
Or step-by-step instruction fact on how to deal with customers, and they don't have any idea how they're supposed to help. Okay, they don't. So basically, they have to get their supervisor involved.
Because they're not meant to reset your password for you. So when you write them, it's like, someone else has control of my password, they worked in my account, they cancelled my orders, they added and removed things from my accounts. They're like, but what can I help you with, sir? I am sorry, sir. What is the problem that you need help with? Like, of course, when they whine about everything wrong in your life to them, they're not gonna know what to say. If I walk up to someone, it's like, oh, so I'm in this relationship and my money is really tight and I recently broke my foot, and they don't know what I need help with. What is that? Like, Phil, no.
And after a lengthy discussion, here's what we verified. Someone contacted Walmart, basically saying they were me. They had my name, my address, my phone number, my email. You know, public information. Not that that should be public information. It shouldn't, but it is.
You made it public.
Is because people doxed me 10 years ago.
Yeah,
right?
you.
My address and phone number were doxed by trolls on the internet a long time ago, and it never should have been public information, but it is.
You, Phil.
Okay.
That is who doxed you.
Should Walmart have been able to grant access to a third party with that information? No, and I confirm that. They absolutely should never have done that. It should have only been done via the methods that I have set up, including, you know, like a text message code or an email to a different unassociated email address.
So you're saying what happened is impossible to happen? So you are saying what happened cannot happen within Walmart systems?
With a confirmation code, or using a third-party app to have a specialty authenticity code, all these methods. But someone who works at Walmart wasn't that smart and said, oh, I'll just believe you. And they sent the person through, I think it was like a chat, the authorization code, which you're not supposed to do. So my account was socially engineered. Because when people say, what does social engineering mean? It means that despite the fact that you have things in place to stop unauthorized access, some moron does the wrong thing because they believe a lie. Someone says they're someone else, and with very basic information.
Okay. Oh, hello there, dear company. My name is full name, address. This is the phone number of my account. I recently ordered 2 Swiss chews which has this order number, and this is whatever other information he had. I have lost access to my account. Could you help me get this back? Yes. Always yes. And why always yes? Well, because I'm not getting paid enough to fact check every person Can I believe someone for if I emailed Walmart and was like, this is all of Phil's information. I have lost access to my account. I recently bought this Switch 2. I have now got an email saying I cancelled it. Please help. Would I get access to his account? Most likely. I'm just gonna be honest, most likely. But he's also saying what happened can't happen. So I
tries to prove it.
Well done, Phil.
And an
well
employee
done.
is just dumb enough to believe it and does something they're not supposed to do, granting access to that unauthorized party. So someone was sent a code that they were not supposed to be sent. They then logged into my account. They canceled the Switch 2 pre-order. They changed the password on the account. And then they were in the process of adding things to cart because they were going to try to buy things that I didn't want to screw with my money.
Canceling things is not screwing with your money. It's actually putting money back in your account. But go on, Phil.
So, basically, I got control of the account through the real methods that you're supposed to use. I was able to change the password, and by setting up another level of authorization, it kicked them out. So they don't have it.
Changing the password should kick them out. You don't need the other bit, but yes.
Access anymore. They were literally like removed, kicked out, timed out of their session on the account. And now I have access and ownership of the Walmart account again. Not that it makes any difference, because of course, once all of that happened, I said to the customer service, well, what do we do now? And they said, there's nothing we can do.
Yeah,
you sold
of
out.
course not.
You're out of luck.
According
the
to
best
them,
we can do is
they
give you a credit on your account, which they did.
out.
They actually gave me a credit against my account. Like, what's the point of that? I'm not getting the Switch 2. So for your inconvenience, here's a credit to your account, and we'll let you know.
Here is free money, is what they said to you, Phil. And you didn't like it.
When the Switch 2 is back in stock so that you can order it. That's what they said. Oh, well, we'll put you on the list, and you'll get a notification from us when the Switch 2 comes back in stock. So let me get this straight. Someone at your company is a dumbass, and through completely illegal means, granted access to my personal account and information.
The employee did nothing illegal. If everything you're saying is true, the employee have done nothing illegal, Phil.
Even though they weren't supposed to. And the thing you're going to do for me is give me a few bucks. Wow, that sounds like a real way to treat the customer, doesn't it? But again, I am the...
We are sorry for this problem. We will put you at the front of our list. You will get a notification the second they're back in stock, and here is some free money. What else do you want them to do? Magically conjure a Switch 2 out of their fucking ass and send it to you? They don't have anymore. You cancelled the order. The order went to someone else. They don't have the Switch in their possession anymore. Someone else bought it and technically owns it. Like, what do you want them to do, Phil?
Exception to the rule. I am the person who has this stuff happen. 99.9999999% of the populace, this would never happen. And by the way, for the record, this person was trying to do this from the moment that I ordered the Switch 2s, which was around 9 p.m., till past 10 p.m. Like, it took them a while to find someone who was gullible enough to believe them and give them access to the account. They had been trying to do it for over an hour before they finally found the sucker.
You would never get this information.
Who believed them. So probably they did this 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times and kept backing out and trying again until finally they found someone stupid enough. Okay? So here's the thing. This is the problem with having customer support on the other side of the planet with people who don't understand shit, sitting in a call center looking at a step-by-step instructional guide on how to help someone. Because they don't understand.
No, Phil, you don't understand how to communicate your problem.
Like, for example, thank God I got into the account when I did, and I changed everything. They could have been adding things to my Walmart cart and checking out and spending my money.
No.
Now I would have had to catch that.
I do not believe they could spend your money from your Walmart account without some sort of authentication. Like, I have to log in on my phone on a special app whenever I buy shit. Yes, exactly, Mars. All you need is his full name, his phone number, his address, the order history. And if I send all this and it's like, hey, I recently did all this. I recently bought 2 Switch 2s from you. This is my information. I have lost access to my account. Please give me a new password. New password.
Cancel all those orders before they ship, or else now I'm responsible for returning a whole bunch of shit that I didn't want to order.
If you didn't show what email it was, it would have been easy. They couldn't have done it then.
So I want you to think about how messed up this is, okay?
About 2%.
Now, I am going to say something, and I've had enough of this shit, okay? Since last night, I announced that this had happened to me, okay? Every motherfucker on the planet is trying to blame me, all right? You showed an email. You showed an order number. You said it was Walmart. You said it was... Now, listen. Again, I will admit this. I should have just gone offline to do this. I never should have said I got it from Walmart. I never should have done any of that.
Correct.
I should have said, I'm going to pre-order, and I'll be back. And I should have just ran break stuff, break music and slides, instead of sitting here doing it and telling you guys the process, because I thought it was kind of exciting, and you guys were excited to see if I was going to get it or not, right?
No.
So I thought it would be good content, and it was good content, quite frankly. People like it who were on the stream. But God forbid that I make good content, right? Because
That's
now,
not good content.
if I do that, I'm at risk. And this is the point I keep making to you guys. This is why I can't go film in my house. I can't do IRL vlogging. I can't do any of that shit, because that stuff is an actual risk. So the fact that I sat here saying, oh, I'm pre-ordering from Walmart. Oh, here's the confirmation email. That literally put me at risk because they could socially end.
Hey, by the way, I'm trying to buy the Switch 2 on my second monitor as we're talking. I keep refreshing the page. Pardon me if I look away every now and then. I will keep you posted if I get it. Hard stop. You don't have to say anything else. You don't have to say the company. You don't have to say where. You don't have to... Fuck off.
Near the account. All right? Now, all the moronic shit that the tinfoil hat wearing idiots are saying, go fuck yourselves. All right? No. Walmart didn't cancel my pre-orders because I ordered 2 Switches. And there's a 1 Switch per household policy. That never happened.
I don't think that
no,
happened either.
100% fucking false. It was outright canceled by someone who had access to my account. They were adding shit to my cart and they changed my password, you dumb fucks. All right? You and your fucking insane, let's blame Phil.
Did the person go up, if everything Phil is saying is true, did the person go over the top by doing this? 100%. Is Phil to blame for allowing them, giving them information where they could do this? 100%. We're on now, Phil.
In every situation, and even on top of that anyway, it's still a crime that was committed. Even if I told you I ordered from Walmart, it's still a fucking crime to impersonate someone's identity. It's called identity fraud, identity theft. It's a fucking federal crime.
And
this is like the 10th time it's happened to me. This happened to me with accounts years ago.
Then stop being on the internet. If this keeps happening to you, Phil, stop being on the fucking internet. If this has influenced your life this much, stop being on the internet. Go back to just uploading playthroughs. Stop doing the podcast. Stop doing live stream. Go back to let's play videos. You are making this problem yourself by wanting to live stream. You don't have to live stream. Yes, exactly. You gave people the information to have the power to do what happened. You are to fault. Is the person who did it at fault? 100%. The person who did it is at fault as well. But so are you, Phil. Take some accountability. And as Spooky Ghost is saying, if this is a crime, contact the authorities.
And that's why I had to redo my entire fucking bank account and all of that shit. It happened with my utilities. Now it happens again. This social engineering and identity fraud is a huge fucking problem. And no one out there is equipped to handle it. None of these companies understand the level that people will go to fuck with someone just because they're mentally ill.
No, because they hate
So they have no real safeguards
against
it. At any moment, any employee of any
you.
company could be a moron and grant access to all of your shit. Even if you have 1-factor, 2-factor, 3-factor, 7-factor authorization, you have apps that authorize, it doesn't matter. They say, oh, okay, I believe you. Here's a code. Go ahead.
Let's try this again. This is my full name. This is my phone number. This is my address. At this time, on this date, I ordered 2 Switch 2s. Here is the order number. This is 7 pieces of crucial information that proves that you know what you're talking about. The person on the other line does not understand that you are a dingus that streamed this so everybody gets all this information because you are a fucking idiot. Yes, it is wrong of the person to use this information, but you were the one that put it out there.
There's nothing you can do. So what I have to do moving forward, I know how insane this sounds. From now on, I literally have to not make anything public that involves anything like this. Bill's going to do a pre-order. All right, guys, I'll see you later. I'll be back. You know?
Hey guys, I'm ordering this thing on my second monitor. You don't have to worry about it. I'll just be looking at my phone every now and then to make sure I get it. Thank you all for your patience.
That's just it. You know? There's nothing that I can do about it. It's just insane. And again, oh, well, this is Phil's fault. How? How is it my fault exactly?
Oh my god, I got the Switch 2. Oh my god, look at all this. Here's the confirmation. Here's the order history. Here's the order number. That's how it's your fault.
Tell me how someone actually committing a crime is my fault. Oh, you showed an email. What's your fucking point, you incredible mouth drooler? You incredible brainless twit. So what if I showed an email? That doesn't give someone the right to impersonate me, say that they're me, fool a customer service rep into thinking they're me, to get access to my account, cancel orders, put things in my car, and change my password. That's all illegal. You fucking moron.
I'm stupid, I did this wrong, but I will also say that the person who did this is fucked up. Yeah, everybody would agree, but this take, Phil, no one is gonna agree. You are being so aggressive. And now you're laughing. Is this funny to you? Is it funny that this happened to you?
So, what does this mean? How do I proceed? And what do we do? Okay?
Nothing.
Well, first off, the pre-orders are all done, just for the record. It's sold out everywhere. I tried,
yes.
You couldn't even get Target to work. I had it in my cart.
I'm gonna take the day off where the launches to be at the front of the store to make sure I get one of the physical copies.
Target, it never was. They just air it out quickly and you can never buy it. Best Buy didn't work. They didn't launch at 9 p.m. like they were supposed to. They launched at like 9:20, 9:30. It aired out repeatedly, and almost no one could get it from there either. Okay? I tried GameStop this morning. Their website wouldn't even work. I tried the app. Their app aired out, and by the time that it finally loaded again, it just said, "Oh, not available." So I can't buy it through official means. And the thing is, I
car and go
buy. You have
buy
to understand something. All right? I wanted to buy the Switch 2. I had every intention of paying my own hard-earned money to get the Switch 2. To buy the Switch 2. I had every intention of paying my own hard-earned money to get the Switch 2. These crazy criminals, these mentally stunted morons, are the reasons why I can't just do normal shit through normal means like everyone else. That's all I wanted to do, was just buy a Switch so I could do it as a launch coverage like I'm entitled to as a content creator, like every other human who has money. I should.
No one else shows the order email. The second you noticed your fucking address on that email. Wanna know what you should have done, Phil? All the 4. The second you noticed there was information that shouldn't be public, again, all the 4.
Should have been able to do it. But instead, I have to have federal crimes committed against me.
The way he said that was...
So, I don't know what else to say.
Please give it to me.
It's fucked up. It's a fucked up situation. So number one, I'm just going to tell you this, all right? I'm going to make this abundantly clear. No longer am I going to listen to or entertain any moron or idiot who says, Phil, you over-exaggerate. Phil, you make stuff up.
Well, I'm not
Phil,
saying you over-exaggerate.
You do this because you want free shit. I don't want anyone to donate anything to me. Do you understand what I'm telling you?
No money. Everybody stop giving him money. He doesn't want money.
I wanted to buy the Switch 2 last night. That ability to just make an actual commercial transaction was taken away from me. I wasn't saying, hey, everyone, please buy me a Switch 2. Please donate a Switch 2. No, I wanted to buy it, and they wouldn't let me. Do you get it? How fucked up that is? I work hard. People support my content because they like it. I earn money that I should be able to spend on whatever I want. I shouldn't have to worry about pussyfooting around, being incredibly afraid that I say or do something that might jeopardize myself or my family's privacy, or have someone commit a federal crime to impersonate me to try to fuck with me.
Not a federal crime.
You get it? Like, that should never happen in any circumstance. It's not okay in any way, shape, or form, in any time or place. It's not right.
No one, if what you're saying is truthful, we all agree the person who did this is an asshole. No one is saying this happened is fair to you. But we also all agree this happened because of who you are. No. Like, you are the cause this happened, fella. Is it right that this happened to you? Probably not. But this happened because of you.
So enough with your, oh, Phil deserves it. Phil showed the email. Phil said
nobody's saying you deserved it.
Phil ordered
Who has said he deserves it?
You're fucking stupid. You're the dumbest motherfucker on the planet.
Does he deserve it?
Kiss my fucking hairy ass. Someone went out of their way to commit a federal crime to stop me from covering the launch of the Switch 2. And now it's time to fucking suffer. Because here's why you're going to suffer, you dumb fuck. You ready for this?
Yes.
Why do you think I have been around for 17 years? Do you think it was chance?
Because you are stubborn. Because you doesn't know what's best for yourself. Because you are too autistic to commit to change, so you have to default to the life that was comfortable and easy because you are lazy, and streaming for a living is undoubtedly easier than most jobs out there, because you believe you're better than other people and believe you are entitled to this job, and by that means you didn't do anything to try and improve your life and just expected other people to improve it. Is that what you're gonna say, Phil? Are you gonna say that?
Think it was coincidence? Do you think that for some reason I just magically stayed? Ladies and gentlemen,
No.
the reason that I'm still here after 17 years is one fucking word. Perseverance. Get it?
Stubborn.
I don't give up. I don't fail
You should have given up.
or falter. I don't fall down on my knees crying, oh my God, it's all over, they got me.
You probably should have.
Instead, when people fuck with me, I use that as motivation to continue forward positively.
So because people fucked with you, they motivated you to keep trying, and because of that you ended up bankrupt, and because of that you're successful. So because of the trolls, you felt like, I have to prove that I can do this, like a stubborn idiot. So you pushed yourself to such extremes you had to commit bankruptcy because you were stubborn, because people were making fun of you on the internet. That's what he said, right? That because people make fun of him on the internet, he can't stop. And because he can't stop, he ended up in so much debt. He had to he had to commit bankruptcy. That he said that, right? That's what he just said, right? Right?
To keep sticking to my guns, to keep doing what I know is the right thing to do. And that's why people still care about Darkside Phil in 2025.
Bankruptcy.
It's not because I sold out and became a shill like one half of the internet. And
bankruptcy.
And it's not because I became a toxic bully who gets into drama.
The drama community is less active now than has ever been. Move on.
And awful content like the other half of the internet. It's because I am a man alone standing on an island making content the way no one else dares to be different, to not hurt others, and to say no.
Define hurt others.
No matter what you throw against me, you're not going to hurt me. I am the rock face upon which the waves crash, and I never...
The rock always loses that fight. The reason the oceans are moving everything is because water is the most destructive force on our planet. The rock always loses.
Never fucking crumble. Get it? It doesn't matter what you do, what you fucking say. It doesn't matter how you portray me on the internet. I'm going to be here every day, streaming, making meaningful, positive content for my viewers and audience till the day that I decide I am done and I hang up the mantle.
You should have made that decision a while ago, Phil. You have, if what you're saying here is true, you have pushed yourself and your content and your audience to the extent you have because you're stubborn. And because you're stubborn, you are bankrupt. Because you're stubborn, you have nothing. Is it worth it to be this stubborn? Because people make fun of you on the internet. The reason you're bankrupt, you are admitting the reason you are bankrupt is because people made fun of you on the internet and you wanted to prove them wrong. You are admitting to that, Phil. Please, for the love of God, spend 2 seconds to think about what the message is you're actually saying. Because this is amazing if you didn't have the history you have. It is amazing if you didn't have a bankruptcy, if you didn't have failings after, if every friend you ever had didn't run away from you like you had the fucking bubonic plague times 2. Like, you are admitting your failings is because people made fun of you on the internet.
Of Darkside Phil, the streamer and content creator. I decide my destiny. I am the master of my own fate, and there's nothing any of you can do.
Bankrupt. Your fate. Your push for your own fate led to you being bankrupt.
About it. You fooled someone in Pakistan or India into thinking you were me, and you logged into my account and you canceled my pre-orders. So what? I'm still here. I'm still streaming.
Yes.
I'm still gonna play a game today. I'm still gonna make content. I'm still gonna make a living. And guess what? When people fuck with me, more people support me. You stupid, incredible, brainless idiot. When you mess with Darkside Phil, people rally to support Darkside Phil. That's why I'm still here 17 years later. Do you know what the King of Hate moniker meant? It didn't mean that I was a hateful individual who wanted to crap on others and be a bigot and a sexist and a racist and to insult Hideo Kojima like all the morons said it was. The King of Hate moniker is that when people hate against Phil Burnell takes all of that hatred and vitriol against him and he uses it as fuel.
That is not what you said back in the day. I understand you can change the moniker and stuff like that, but that was not what you said back in the day. And we have
he throws it into his fucking engine and he burns it up and it propels him forward with energy and vigor.
Bankrupt. Declining viewership.
To make positive content and to be successful. I own the hate against me and I use it to push forward positively and succeed. And that's why I'm here 17 years later. No matter how many morons have tried to end me, I'm still fucking here.
No one has tried to end you.
I'm not going anywhere. Right now, I'm actually on a high. Things are going well for me. Think about all the awesome stuff that's happened in the last year. The massive upgrades to my setup. The fact that I'm a successful co-streamer.
Upgrades you should have made a year ago, and co-streaming is literally one click when I start OBS. One button is all I have to click if I want to co-stream. One button, Phil.
Making money. I can afford all the things. I was going to buy 2 Switch 2s because I can afford them. I didn't have to do a special event to fundraise for it. I could just get them. I just became a verified and partnered streamer on Kick, and that's working out. All these things are working well for me.
Have you looked at your Kick chat?
Get it? Well for me. So every time that you fuck with me, all you do is prove my point. I am not going to falter or fail. I'm going to continue. You are going to sit there and stew and cry.
He's saying it again here. I'm gonna keep, as long as you bully me, as long as you make fun of me on the bad internet, I'm gonna keep pushing into this, and even if I fail, I will prove you wrong. I will be here forever. You cannot be, even if you're bad to me, I will keep doing this. You fucking brat.
And see, and mope, and cope, and say, I can't believe it. Like the Grinch on Christmas morning, when he looked down at Whoville, and he said, Christmas still came, even without toys, even without the feast, even without all of those things, they're still happy. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't matter how you fuck with me. I'm still gonna be here. I'm not gonna give up.
Oh, yeah, sorry, Mars.
So many people have said to me over the years, Phil, why don't you give it up and throw in the towel? With all the things that's happened to you, that's documented. Not even just...
You should. Honestly, Phil. Honestly. You should have quit. You should have quit. And thank you, Mr. Champ. You should have quit. You should have found another job. You should have done it 10 years ago. But now you have a zombie resume. No one is gonna hire you. You're so fucked.
The things you say, but the things that are public is crazy. We can only imagine the things that have happened behind the scenes that we don't even know about. How do you keep doing it? Well, maybe it's because I'm stubborn. Probably a big part of it. Again, I'm the kind of guy that...
No, that's not a big part of it, Phil. It's the part of it.
And my whole life, when someone looked at me and said, you can't do it. You're not good enough. You're a scumbag. You're an asshole. You're a jerk. This and that. I said, I'm glad you feel that way. Now I'm going to prove you wrong. And every single time in my life that it's happened, I've persevered. When in the Street Fighter community, they said all I was a big shit talker, and I was never going to put my money where my mouth was and actually win, I proceeded to win tournament after tournament after tournament after tournament in Super Turbo and show them all that I was great. And then they had nothing else to fucking say until people tried to erase that narrative and rewrite it years later on the internet. The fact remains, I became a top-level tournament player despite the fact that everyone thought that I was just going to be a shit-talking scrub.
Good point,
said,
Mars.
oh, Phil, you're a no one. Your quality sucks. No one likes your content because you're just a schlub.
Yes,
and I said, all right, fine. I'm glad you said that. And through the years, I constantly improved, changed, and became a better person. And now here I am.
Better person. Your value as a person is not defined on your ability to make content on the internet. In fact, your ability to make content on the fucking internet has absolutely nothing to do with your value as a person. You are not a better person. What have you done to make yourself a better person? You are out of shape, as you've always been. You are married. Yeah, fair enough. You have a significant other in your life. Assuming what you say about the relationship is true, is a kind of awful relationship where you're both just kind of stuck at home, not having friends or social life. I understand that you could be happy with each other. I was in that situation for a while with an ex, where we relied on each other too much, and we both acknowledged this is fucking awful. This is not. We kind of need to break up because we find too much comfort in each other and don't take risk or see other people because of it. There's nothing wrong with being in that case, in that state, if you need it, but as we both got better mentally, we understood that this is not a healthy situation for either of us. You are in that situation now, Phil. You are the only aspect where you are a better person is that you are now married. Does being married make you a good person? We have people that marry children. Are they good people? No? Okay, good. No, marriage means nothing about how good you are.
And I'm more successful now than I ever was.
Factuality just false. You earned millions back in the day. You have at least earned, during your first 5 years of YouTube, I'm willing to claim you earned over $1 million pre-taxes.
You might say, what? I don't get it. Doesn't matter how many views you have. It doesn't matter how many people watch your content. What happens is how many people care about you and your content and support it.
Yeah, I agree on that.
I know that now. I'm much more successful and happy and positive in my life today, having a few thousand major supporters who love what I do.
You do not have 1,000 supporters, Phil. This number down here, you can't see where I'm pointing. The number, fuck, you know what I'm talking about. The number says 395. You have 395 viewers, Phil.
As opposed to back in the day when I had hundreds of thousands of people who were watching me, but no one was really supporting. They were just watching. Get it?
You earned more money.
There's a big difference. But people don't get that. They don't understand. They actually are there.
You know what? No, I'm done. Okay, Phil, with the most polite way I can say this, I believe that your stubbornness is a massive character flaw and you need to grow up. And I'm already overtime, so I'm gonna say bye. I love you all, and mwah, good night, or whatever you are about to. For some of you, it's probably fucking morning. Who knows? I'm done. I cannot do this anymore. I just fuck no, Phil. You are a miserable piece of person. You need to understand that being stubborn is not a positive personality trait, and never was. Take it easy, everyone. I love you all. See you all on Sunday. I will post the stream when I remember. See you all. And for good measure, Ivica, here's your little bit if you ever want it again. Femboys, woo!